Another night under the lights, they line up again, glowing in the dark. I open my mouth like it's part of the choreography. Swallow another demon, leave another mark. Lulu said it would be fun. Kimmy laughed when the first one came. Lucy still knew, eyes wide open. Me, I just feel the same. Seamen hunters, we train them slow. Collect the curse in our throats. No one cheers when the lights go low. Just a taste that won't let go. Seamen hunters, quiet in the van, wiping our lips with the back of our hand. Another city, another load, another secret no one understands. The sergeant boys keep sending new ones, thicker, meaner, pulsing with sin. I ride the rhythm like I'm still on stage, but inside it's just skin on skin. The fans think we're saving the world with our cute little moves and our pretty smiles. They don't see the quiet resignation when we're swallowing demons for miles. Sometimes I wonder if we seal them instead of drinking them down, would it feel any different? Would the emptiness stick around? I just keep humming the same four chords while the cum dries on my tongue. Another night, another tour, another song left unsung. Seamen hunters, we drain them slow, turn evil into something warm and wet. No applause when the curtains close, just the heavy taste of regret. Seamen hunters, breathing in the dark, waiting for the next glowing spark. We smile for the OnlyFans camera, but the hunt is tearing us apart. Slur. Go. Another one down. See you on the next town. Still hunting.
Oh, wow. I will fully admit that was fucking holy fucking shit. Oh my God. Holy shit. I should be paid a lot more money for the fucking weird shit that comes through my goddamn head. Holy fuck. So, in case you're wondering, if you're tuning in and you heard that song, you might be wondering yourself, Matt, what the motherfuck are you up to? What in the goddamn holy fuck was that shit? K-pop Seaman Hunters? As sung through like a mid-90s folk song. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Right? Yeah, Coons. No, that was the whole point. Took you back to the mid-90s, dude. Yeah, I was like that too. Because what it was is I was gonna do like a K-pop song, right? And then I was just kind of like thumbing through Suno real quick, looking for something, and then like that popped up, right? That particular vibe. And I was like, man, I kind of dig it. I kind of feel like that's like flowing. So I just threw it in there with like some not safe for work lyrics that Grok created. And lo and behold, we got that track. I didn't even listen to the whole fucking thing I did before going live. I heard the first couple beats of it and I was like, let's go. Let's do it. It was too slow. Couldn't if I could talk, could not pay attention to the lyrics. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back and listen to it again. I'm just saying that's how it is. Have I seen Daredevil yet? Nope. Haven't seen last week's either. A lot's been going on. All right, a lot's been happening. Just this fucking kids are home early this week because teacher conference, and I had all that today, and then I've got spring break next week. They're going to be home all next week. I've been working odd hours. It's like life never really seems to stop. So I haven't had the chance to watch it. We are going to watch it tomorrow night. We're taking the girls to go see Super Mario Brothers in the afternoon. I was gonna go tonight. I had tickets for a 12:01 AM showing, and this is funny. So last night, I was, sitting in bed playing Crimson Desert. I wasn't gonna stream. I was just gonna relax. And by the way, oh god, fuck, Jesus Christ, you guys hear that shoot up, right? Holy god damn. It's my fucking computer. I don't know what's going on with this. It will just, like, auto increase the gain. Anyway, so I was playing Crimson Desert, and then, I get a notification on my phone, like, at 11:30, and it goes like, "Hey, your movie starts in a half hour." And I'm like, "What movie?" And it's all like, "Super Mario Brothers starts in a half hour." And I'm like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me. What the hell you mean starts in a half hour?" Right? So I'm like, I check the fucking app, and the app is saying March 31st, 12:01 AM, and I'm like, "Fuck, bro." Okay, and so I jump in the car, I jet down to the theater. I get down there, parking lot is empty. I call inside and the manager answers and I'm like, "Hey man, like Mario's like on, right?" And he goes, "Oh no, that's tomorrow." And I'm like, "Fuck." And he checks it and he goes, "Oh shit, yeah, man." He's like, "They're saying it's today." He's like, "No, it's tomorrow." I'm like, "All right." So then I came home and I watched Send Help, which I don't know if any of you guys here have watched Send Help yet, but I do have a patio. Jesus Christ. Fucking hold on a second. What the fuck? It's like, my God, it just keeps like it just keeps shooting up. What the hell? I don't have defaults. Let's see here. Microphone. Maybe that will help it out. It's just it keeps I need to get um a new mixer. This mixer is like 8 years old and it works, but it has problems. Anyway, yeah, Send Help. Send Help, yeah. It was okay. I will say this, I enjoyed it for what it was. The Podio commentary will go live 8 AM on Thursday morning because tomorrow's video is going to be about Super Mario Galaxy. And that's why I did the one for Mario today, if anyone watched that one. And so yeah, that one I thought it was good. I enjoyed my time with it, but I was like, I felt like Sam Raimi has lost a step. They could have gone so much harder with that movie, and it felt like Drag Me to Hell, which I feel is like the weakest Sam Raimi film. There were so many Drag Me to Hell bits in that I was like, "Ugh, great." But then again, I haven't watched Drag Me to Hell since it came out in 2009, and I just never wanted to. I never had the interest to go back and watch Send Help or Drag Me to Hell again. And Send Help was one of the same vibe. You know what I mean? If for those of you who have seen it, the late night beach scene, y'all should know the one I'm talking about. I'm gonna spoil it though. Did I watch Iron Lung? It's not out yet. Not on video. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, Music Man. Yeah, I do put all the early releases up for members. Yeah. So let me tell you guys what I'm doing next. This is what I'm doing tonight. So I am going to embark on a journey. So, okay, so let me just kind of say part of what I'm doing, one of the reasons why I'm doing like the Podio commentaries I'm trying to do as close to daily as humanly possible. It's at least multiple a week. For one, it's not necessarily covering news. If you guys have followed any of the drama from this last week, I pissed off a shit ton of people, which I will gladly talk about if anyone wants me to talk about that. But at the same time, I realize that I don't really care much about the news. I can do some shorts or whatever about that to kind of like, keep up with it a bit. But really, it's more fun to sit down and just kind of like stream of consciousness my way through a fucking movie. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I just have a lot of fun sitting here and just kind of like, pulling up some information, talking about it, giving my general thoughts on it, and then going from there. And that way it's just kind of get in, get out, get my thoughts out there. And then occasionally, I would, if it ever got to the point of where there was enough viewers coming in to kind of warrant this, I would love to do like, one night, maybe one night a week or one every other week or whatever, where we do like a big, big roundtable discussion, have people come on in, give thoughts and opinions on a movie. I always really enjoy those kind of conversations. And there are a few people that I feel I get a really, really good conversation out of. And so I'd love to be able to kind of get that. But I have noticed that you know, um, it's been fewer in between on some stuff, and that's okay. That's okay. What up, Fourth? How you doing? What up, Droga? How's it going? Let's see, Backrooms and a new Boots Riley movie. Yeah, um the new Boots Riley film looks pretty good. What do I think of the new Cloverfield spinoff? Are you talking about that one with Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor that is apparently about dinosaurs, but it's going to end up being a Cloverfield thing? Let's see. By the way, I did you listen to the podcast about the Running Man I sent you? I did not. It's on Spotify, right? Was that one? I don't really listen to Spotify. If you have a like, I don't know if I did a full like 30 to 40 minute breakdown of the Running Man from '87 when I was doing the longer form patio commentaries. These ones are just like kind of more hit it and quit it sort of things. I do love the deep dive. I just can't do it like for me, I guess here's like where it's gonna sound weird. Ideally, okay, won't happen, but ideally, what I would love is to be in a position to where it's like I could watch the movies and then do the 45 minutes to an hour live stream like every day. Right? Like, I mean, like, literally, that would be, so awesome, where it's like, watch the movie. You guys know the schedule of films that are coming out so people can keep up with it. A lot of it would be Tubi because it's all free, or Netflix or Disney, whatever is available en masse, and then do the research on it to the best of my ability, talk about it, open up the call lines, get it, and then those are always the most fun. And then just do that. But again, that is one of those things where it's like, that can't be done. I don't, for one, my work schedule would not allow it. Two, it would require I don't think it's something anyone is truly interested in. Like, the only way I could really see it being a thing would be, like, if I pitched it to Sirius XM, where it's like where there's, like, a lot of people. And you're not up against an algorithm that favors outrage over anything else, right? Um, you know, so there's that. God, I hope the movie isn't a Cloverfield project. No, it's a Cloverfield project. Shut the fuck I don't even know. I want fuck, you guys hear that? Does it sound louder for anybody else too? Because it just keeps I don't know why it keeps doing that. I keep turning off that damn thing. Hold on, I got it. Sorry, just fucking Jesus Christ. All right. Hold on. Maybe that can I don't know what's going on. If it shoots up louder, there we go again. Fucking Jesus. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, a little bit. See, for me, it completely shoots up in the and everything. It just completely goes crazy. All right, hold on. Let me just make sure this one's here. Audio device. Okay. Let's see. Okay, can you guys hear me now? What the fuck? There we go. Okay, I'm back. So, okay, and it did it again. Oh my god. I'm trying to, like, turn off this Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, it just every time I fucking talk to this goddamn thing, it just goes and does its own thing, and so then the audio spikes in my headset, and then the audio spikes in the headset, and it just, like, does this thing again. Am I becoming schizo? No, it's my audio, my mixer. I have it set to a specific decibel level for the volume, and then it decides, "No, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want." And that is driving me up the goddamn wall because then it just makes me, um oh, maybe that's the problem. There's a Windows update. Don't trust any news since April 1st. Yeah, I guess so. All right, hold on here. There's a super chat that I missed. Can we watch a Backrooms Supergirl He-Man trailer? Yeah, that's fine. We'll take a look at that. But let me get into the first the joke of the night. Those of you who wanted to know about this, right? Why did I say K-pop semen hunters? Well, because of this. So these fine young OnlyFans ladies, are let's see here. Who are they? Lulu Chu. Okay, sorry. Lucy Mochi is the Mira one. Lulu Chu is Rumi, and Kimmy Kim is Zoe. Now, you may be asking yourself, how do I know this firsthand? How am I able to look at this firsthand? No, RJ's already gooned to this, I guarantee you. I probably made a joke about it, and he already knows about it. The fucking Snorlax is already doing it. You love Lulu Chu? I have no idea. I don't subscribe to anyone to any OnlyFans. That's just not my deal. However, here's what we know. Keep you guys in the know. Lulu Chu, Kimmy Kim, Lucy Mochi. Those are some fucking names. Say those 5 times fast. Drop K-pop Demon Hunters parody. And they say here that Lulu Chu, Kimmy Kim, and newcomer Lucy Mochi team up for Semen Hunters, a new parody of the popular Netflix movie K-pop Demon Hunters, now streaming on OnlyFans. In the clip, Chu is Rumi, Kim is Zoe, and Mochi is Mira in the new collab where they play out a K-pop fantasy. Saying here, Lucy made me watch the film and it filled me with so much pride and joy, Kim said. I knew we had to create a scene about it. So you can go watch the video by heading over to onlyfans.com, Kimmy X Kim, and onlyfans.com, Lucy Mochi. You can find a 10-second preview of this where it's just them in a daisy chain of eating pussy. So there you go. Let's see. Porn parodies of mainstream movies and TV shows have sadly run its course. You know what's funny about that? True story, by the way. So back in 2014, the news broke of a Frozen porno parody. And I forget who was in it. It doesn't even really matter. And I did a video about it for the YouTube channel, right? For the Mundane Mad channel. So I thought it was funny because I like funny shit. I like dumb shit. I like funny shit. I like stupid fucking sexy shit. All right. I'm a perv. Everyone knows this. That being said, I get an email from the company that is hosting and producing the clip, the scene, if you will. And it was from a company called Badoink Studios. I'm not kidding you. Badoink. That was their name. So they hit me up and they said, hey, listen, we saw your video. How would you like to review the actual film? And I was all like, I'm listening. And they go like, well, what we'll do is we'll give you a login information and you can go and you can watch the movie or watch the clip. And I'm like, hey, all right, cool. Free access to a paid porn site. Let's fucking go. So I did. It wasn't very good. They had one of them that was like a Last of Us parody. And the Last of Us one, the girl looked like so under the age of 18 that I just was like, I saw it and I was like, no, I'm good. But they had one of them, it was Tomb Raider, one of them where it was Resident Evil. And I think it was Jill Valentine getting fucked by the Nemesis, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I thought that's what they were trying to go for at least. Review it. No, I'm not going to review it. No, review it. Sure. Oh, no. Literally. That was the thing. This wasn't like an excuse to like get me to go and, crank one out. This was literally just like they hit me up asking and they gave me like access for like 2 years. I had a lot of They gave me a lot of access to the website for a couple years. I thought it was pretty funny. Pornhub is still down in Australia. Well, you can always try Xvids, X Hamster. Only incest porn is one of them, I think. There is a user called the Porn Nostalgia Critic. Of course there is. Of course there is. I mean, like, look, if this was like 20 years ago and I had access to this kind of stuff, it might be kind of funny to look back at old videos, right? Like you can go and find one called Bat Pussy. And it's on Pornhub, and it is considered to be the very first adult parody film. And it is bad. It is bad. They review porn so you don't have to. That's kind of ridiculous though, isn't it? Right? Someone who like reviews porno so so you don't have to. Seems kind of ridiculous, right? Part of the fun is the hunt, right? If you think about it, when you're watching pornography and you're straight, you're kind of or lesbian, you're on the hunt for some cunt. Okay? Like that's true. You are. If you're gay, then you're on the trick for some dick. I don't know. I don't know the good pun for that one there. But anyway, I don't know. I would never watch those kind of videos, to be honest with you. They don't interest me. It is one of those things where it's just like, nah, okay, whatever. Yeah, they jack off, so you don't have to. K-pop Gooner Hunters. The Slutstis League? Oh, okay. I see what you're trying there. I see what you're trying there, buddy. I see what you're doing. I see what's going on. Can't say I'm a fan. Mo here says, Fudge knew it when I saw the scene from the film. What scene? What scene from what film? They have a porno of ZSJL. I believe I've seen that, right? I believe that I've seen not it all the way through, but I think I've seen like a GIF or something for that. You know what I mean? It seems like that's possibly a thing. I don't quite know. Midnight Meat Train, is that what it's called? Oh, you had their adult Happy Meal. My daughters want that, but it's like one of my daughters does not like chicken nuggets, and I ain't spending no fucking $13 for a fucking adult Happy Meal. That's stupid. Let's see here. What if you're into horticulture? Rip Trevor Moore, I miss him so much. Nothing will ever top Backdoor Sluts 9. I don't know, man. Naughty Nurses 8 came close. The Sly Guy Center. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. For William. I tell you this though, man. I don't know. I've been watching William for years, and I don't think that man's got a sexual bone in his body. I don't think he's got a sexual bone in his body. I think that dude is just like comics, and that's it. All right, like just that's it, and that's good for him. That's what he's into. That's what he's into. But I don't think that dude. I don't know, man. I could see William like with a prostitute, and she's there, legs spread, legs up, ready to go. All he's got to do is just like he doesn't have to do anything. He can just sit there, lay down. She gets on top of him. She does all the work, and he would still be like, "So have you read the latest issue of Shazam? It's quite good. It's quite amazing." I was really surprised when Billy Boyd did this thing. Or Billy Batson. Granny Got Game was pretty good. Jesus, what do you guys watch? I love William, but he takes certain things too seriously. Sometimes it's hard. No pun intended. Sometimes it is crazy. Hold on. Sucks that Pornhub is banned in America for this AV. What do you mean? It's not banned for me. Debbie Does Dallas, the 1970s version, the 1980s version, or the 2000 version. Anyway. Let's see. I think there's a Snarky J sparkle in his eye. At least I tease him about him. Okay. I mean, like, yeah, the Snarky J's cute. Yeah. I mean, I'll say that. Yeah. That's all I know about her is that, it's hard to get. Sometimes you get her and like Jester Bell mixed up. They're absolutely not the same people, but it's just like Snarky J, Jester Bell, same amount of syllables, same dumbass name, I guess. I don't quite know. But Snarky J's got the full setup, right? The DSLR, the nice lighting, she edits, right? Fucking Jesus Christ, editing. Cool, lame. Can't wait for Backroom Sluts. Yeah. That's gonna be a thing, absolutely. Someone's definitely gonna do that one there. What was I gonna look at real quick? It was something. What was it? All right. Oh, you're talking about the sushi scene from the beginning of K-pop. Well, here's the thing with this one though, Mo. There's no dick in this particular video. It's just the 3 of them. So I don't know if they're oh my god, it jumped up again. I don't know what is happening. Let's see here. Is it weird that Snarky J's dad takes her cosplay photos? A little bit. New He-Man trailer dropped. Yeah, it dropped today. That's already been out for a while. We'll probably do a little bit of trailer park. I wanted to do it last week, but my kid got sick. She was sick all week. She's better now, but like it literally took until Sunday for her to get better. And then I was just working long hours and everything else. I'm just trying to find what is it that I was gonna talk about? Fudge and shit, man. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let me talk to you guys. Sorry, I don't know what's causing that, and it just throws me off because it spikes my internal volume, and it just drives me up the wall, and I don't know what to do. It might just be because I need to restart my computer, and that's what's happening. How was my birthday? I didn't do anything. Like, what did we do? We got the what did we do? Subway, I think? Had Subway, and my girlfriend got me cheesecake, because I love cheesecake even though I'm a diabetic, so I had a little bit of cheesecake. My daughter was not feeling well, so we stayed home, and what'd I do? I watched, The Running Man and Anaconda. Like, maybe played a little Crimson Desert. Wasn't much, you know? I wanted to hang out, but it was just the night was kinda crazy, and now it's not that it's over or done with, but it's kinda like, 44 is kind of, uneventful. Um, and it was like it's kind of a weird week. One of like the drivers in the company I work for got into a really bad wreck and totaled one of the vans, and he's not in good condition from my understanding. So that's been on my mind as well. Let's see. No rock candy for the Boulder King. Nope. Guess not. Guess nothing like the F from me. Okay. So let me show you guys what I did last week to just piss off some people. And I think it's really funny, although I got to go back a ways to go and fucking find it. But you know. So okay, so for those of you who definitely know that I am not a fan of chuds. All right, you guys know that I'm not a fan. I don't like them. Never have. Never will. Never gonna fucking happen. I ended up really pissing them off last week because I happened to see something that was recommended to me that who was it? It was Andy Weir, the writer of the book Project Hail Mary, ended up going on and having a little tete-a-tete, if you will, with Critical Drinker. Now, those of you who know me know that I do not like chuds, and I do not like Critical Drinker, and I do not like anything that they stand for because they don't stand for anything. All they care about is trying to find ways to undermine the industry so they can then find ways to profit off of it. This is just tourism. Actually, not even tourism. The best way to describe it is it's carpetbagging. To like the most like appropriate usage of the term is carpetbagging. And so this is what happened. I just simply said, sorry, Philip Lord and Chris Miller. Phil Lord untagged himself from this. Makes sense. I cannot in good conscience support Project Hail Mary after Andy Weir went on a stream with noted chud Critical Drinker. For years, this man has tried to destroy everything that you guys stand for, and to give him a pass like that is a bridge too far. That's literally it. That's all I said. Okay. And then look, this tweet has got 332.9 thousand views in a week. A lot of them are up there, right? Look at this, 1,200 replies. I ain't reading all that shit. Sorry. I ain't read any of that shit. I haven't read one fucking reply to this yet. I don't give a shit. So then the next day when it really blew up, I posted the video version I did of it on for my TikTok and for YouTube Shorts. And obviously, I look like shit. I fucking hate the way my glasses hang on my face on that, but whatever, right? I need to like move my camera. but I don't have the ability to. So I just did this to troll everybody. I just don't give a shit, right? But this is what it is. And so Critical Drinker has cried about this on multiple live streams. This has been talked about by like a lot of people and everything else. And it's really, really funny because the way I look at it is the right people got mad. Okay. These are people that are all about my freedom of speech. All right. My ability to do whatever I want. And I'm out there going like, look, man, I'm sorry. I can't support this fucking movie because you guys, like, I'm not going to support a chud writer hanging out with chud people who want to see my favorite industry destroyed and have no plan to try to make it any better. I'm sorry. I'm not going to fucking do it. And they got mad. But let me just kind of explain that. I meant to kind of go live and talk about this when it was happening, but honestly, it was just like whatever, man. Not a big deal. I got some new followers that are people who work in the film industry, which is kind of interesting. Because I'm like, you guys may not like some of my takes, but whatever. But the way I look at it is this, like anyone who knows me knows I love movies. Well, I love all this shit, right? It's my favorite thing. Is Hollywood perfect? No. Does it need to be improved? Absolutely. Do they have the ability to improve it? God fucking no. Not one of them knows what the fuck to do, right? It's like that scene from with Harvey Dent and the Joker in The Dark Knight, right? He goes like, "You're like a dog chasing a car. You wouldn't know what to do if you got it." Or no, I think he says he's like a dog chasing a car. But either way, the metaphor still stands, or the analogy. I always forget. But the point is, it still stands. All right. These are people who are chasing after something that doesn't exist. And that is a place at the table for them. They cannot be allowed under any circumstances to have a seat at that table, which is what they want. These guys want to be tastemakers. They want to be those that are able to kingmakers, tastemakers, whatever they want. They want a seat at the table so they don't actually have to do the work of making a movie or coming up with an idea, nurturing that idea, developing that idea, writing it down, putting it into a screenplay, of revising that screenplay multiple times, getting it to where it's the best it can possibly be, and then trying to get the motherfucker made. They don't have the patience for it. They don't have the experience to even remotely start it. They don't have any of the gumption to see it through to the fucking end. These are lazy, dog on nails, sitting cocksuckers is what they fucking are. That's what they are. Yeah, exactly. RWP here says, yeah. Why would they care what you have to say unless what you said is true? Exactly. And I did this a couple years ago when I called them basically new McCarthyisms or new McCarthyites, right? That they represent the new digital age of McCarthyism. And they got real mad about that. And that kind of flew its ways around for a little bit. So every once in a while, if I make a criticism, I can fire a clean shot across the bow, and it just irks them. Oh my God, does it just irk them? And what really made me laugh, though, is the fact that Andy Weir was talking shit about Alex Kurtzman's Star Trek. And then he got dogpiled by the industry for talking about that. Not that he was on Drinker's podcast, but that he was talking shit about Star Trek right after it got canceled. And then he came out and he fucking apologized. He bent the knee, which made me laugh even more because a lot of those guys got real mad. They were like, "But Andy, you were our guy, Andy. You were our guy. It's our time down here, Andy. You're our guy." And they get so fucking mad over it. And it's the funniest fucking shit because they're a bunch of schoolyard bullies and bitchy little girls. That's it. That's it. These are like the fucking wannabe, alpha male type motherfuckers. And they're all just fucking estrogen pilled constantly. Nothing about them is intimidating. Nothing about them is even interesting. They create nothing. They are nothing. They'll never be anything ever, which is why, and even Drinker, and even fucking Drinker. Sure, the guy has written books. Okay, I think he self-published them or whatever. They've done well. He's made money. Okay, good for him. I'm not gonna fault that. Like legit, congratulations. Good for you for getting that to work. The last time Drinker published a book was in 2022. So it's been 4 years since he's published a book. What has he done in 4 years? Literally, what has he done in 4 years? Sat there, made videos talking about the message. He's a drunk Scottish guy. It puts on an act. That's all it is. It's all an act. He doesn't actually have to do anything. right? He's like a child on perpetual summer break. He doesn't have to do anything. All he has to do is get up and be like, something about whatever fucking Supergirl or whatever else, something he called the other day a feminist flop or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, none of it matters because all he does is just say the same thing, the same talking points. And his audience is so goddamn deluded. Like, they believe this. They lap it up like fucking Barry Keoghan in that bathtub and fucking Saltburn, right? They just fucking lick the jizz. And it doesn't even need to be full jizz. It could just be fucking like diluted jizz at the bottom of a goddamn tub. They will still suck it down with glee and ask for more. Because these guys also, this is the thing. The audience that watches those guys, and I have read a lot of comments from people over the course of the last week. They're dumb. They're dumb. They're stupid. They're dumb. I mean, it's not even funny how dumb they are. Like, why are you mad at me for saying I'm not going to go see a movie because I don't like the fact that the writer was talking to this guy? Oh, you're okay. You're laughing at me, but you're here crying about it in my comment section. Okay. Like, I honestly forgot. This is true. I forgot about that tweet literally until the next day because I have notifications turned off unless I follow you, so I don't see shit. This keeps my OCD from going into effect. But like, Rational Skeptic sent me a DM. He goes like, "Hey, have you seen this?" And I'm like, "What?" And then it was like we had blown up, and like they all were talking about it, right? And so yeah, if I wasn't over the mark, they wouldn't have cared. They would not have given a shit. And then as a result of that, it's been picked up by more people and talked about by more people. Now I'm not saying that the Andy Weir in trouble situation is because of me, not at all, but it might be a little bit of a thing on that one. It might be a little bit of a caveat because I've seen it pop up in some other little, people talking about the critical drinker Andy Weir drama. And then for some reason, my ass gets brought up right in it. It's like, apparently I said something that fucking resonated with some of you chuckle fucks. So there we go. But this is the James Rolfe Ghostbuster situation all over again. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said, Mo. 100%. It's the same exact fucking thing. All it is just like one guy goes, I'm not going to see it for this reason. Everyone loses their fucking shit. Me, I'm not going to go see I'll watch Project Hail Mary. I'm going to watch it on like fucking streaming, It's like, oh, Project Hail Mary. Yeah, I don't like the writer palling around with people that are actively trying to destroy the industry. Sorry. That's where I'm at with it. And it's like, again, if they had an inkling of an idea, a concept of a plan to be able and actually put this shit out there and find a way to fix the system, maybe I'd be more inclined to listen to what they actually have to say. But the truth of the matter is they don't. They don't have a plan. They don't have an idea. They don't know what to do. If you were to hand them $1 million and go, okay, fine, go make a movie, they would blow it all on blackjack and hookers. They do not have the cognitive intelligence to be able to handle a thing like this. And they're so goddamn greedy that they would just fucking burn through the cash. Does Hollywood have to change some of its ways? 100%, especially with the budgeting. Do we need to have more diverse storytelling, especially diverse of ideology? Yeah, I would say that that's okay. But let me tell you the difference of this one, though. The difference is that, like, take Star Trek, for example, right? Star Trek has and always will be, by today's definition, woke as fuck. It is. I'm sorry. Roddenberry was a secular humanist who didn't believe in organized religion, who believed in the elevation of humanity, and believed in equality, all of that jazz, which by today's definitions would make him a wokey. All right? He would absolutely be a wokey. And so all of these like middle-aged or fucking boomer-ass guys like Nerdrotic and all those dudes who probably don't even give a shit about Star Trek, let's be fair, they hold on to this old concept of what the original series was. They hold on to this idea of what it is, like it lives in this weird world of like almost like stoic conservative hero male worship, something like that. When in reality, it was like season 3 is when you had the Kirk Uhura kiss. And that wasn't something that Gene Roddenberry wrote, or he wasn't even running the show at the time, but he actively championed for it and he pushed for it really fucking hard because he believed in it. And considering the fact that these guys make all sorts of videos and all sorts of tweets about women-led projects or minority-led projects, you don't think they would have been fucking grabbing their torches and pitchforks and putting on their white pointed hoods back in 1967 or whatever when when that kiss happened? They absolutely would. Uh, wait. Eric Weber reposted a post for me about Project Hail. Okay, I gotta see this. I'm sorry. Wait, what? Eric Weber is such a fucking dweeb. No way. I think, does he have me blocked? I'm pretty sure this guy had me blocked. Okay. Oh God, what is this fucking? Do we know his oh Jesus Christ, what the fuck is his Twitter handle? Let me Google that real quick. Eric Weber, critic. Okay, there we go. This guy's a fucking idiot. Here we go. All right, let me bring this guy up here. I will get to the supers here in a second, right? You know, they would be the writer of the Boondock Saints. What's wrong with the Boondock Saints? I love Boondock Saints though, but that is just me. Okay, so here's Eric Weber. What does Eric Weber say? All right, let's see. Oh yeah, Midnight Movie Talk. This guy. Look at this guy right here. Look at that. Like, I mean, that expression right there is straight up Tinder on a Friday night. All right, I'm just saying, or Grinder on a Friday night. Like, you know, this guy is so weird. Like, I mean, who takes photos like this of themselves? Like, this is from 6 hours ago, and he literally looks like he's about to drop to his knees and fucking just start, like, you know, blowing a big old dong. Okay, let me see. All right. There's a lot going on with the whole thing with fucking Mario, which I'm not a fan of. Okay. Let's see. What am I looking for here? Oh yeah, this guy is straight up Republican conservative as well. You can totally tell. Okay. Let's see. How long ago was this? I don't know. What was he saying about it? You gotta tell me. I mean, Project Hail Mary is gonna do well financially. What did I say about it? What does he have here? Okay. Let's see. I guess I'm just gonna keep scrolling until I find it because you can't just sit there and be like, oh, he talked about it. But look at this guy here, right? This guy, you know, he just sits in the theater and like takes a picture of himself, like, but notice how he's always alone. That's how you know this guy's miserable as shit. Who's this? Oh God, Rachel McAdams. Oh yeah, there's a scene in the movie where she's walking on the beach in her bra and her underwear. She wasn't in a bikini. He was, Jesus, what a moron. Okay. Oh, here we go. Looking at my old account. Yep. Okay, that's what it is. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. He doesn't like. He has no idea like what the hell happened there. Okay. Okay, so here's the other one too. This one popped up. So this one this one has 122,000 views, right? So Fandom Pulse has just started like posting about me a bunch now because he gets a bunch of attention. But if you look at Fandom Pulse's account, you'll see like he just literally looks like more stuff. Oh God, there's 2 episodes of Daredevil tonight. Shit, yeah, man. You know, he just basically just looks at like what people say in interviews or reviews or whatever, and like that's it. All right, like Gary here, Nerderotic, and I responded, you know, with it, whatever. But I don't really have an I don't care about this guy in a bad way. Some people think it's John De La Rose or whatever, the guy who the one Comicsgate guy. I have no idea. But all he does is just take what other people say and reposts it. That's it. But if you look at everything, it's like the stuff about me has gotten him a lot of attention recently, more so than roughly kind of anything else. He did one the other day. I said something about Star Trek. I said it was always woke or whatever, right? And that did okay. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. You guys can see what I'm talking about here. Unfortunately, I'll fully admit, this last week I got into a number of beefs online. I probably shouldn't have done it. It doesn't really benefit anything. It doesn't benefit me at all. Here we go. Here we go. March 30th, right? Yeah, 10,000. But like 109 comments, right? Like it's just fucking funny, man. It's just fucking funny. Let's see. Ashoka here says, I gooned to the Lucy Mochi a ton, has good stuff. Is she on? Okay. Is she on Pornhub? There we go. Thank you, though. What are you talking about? Keep scrolling for like, oh, for Eric Weber. See, the thing is, man, like here's the thing. A lot of people either don't know who I am or know who I am and don't care. Okay. So it's like when I was talking with some of the people about Critical Drinker and all those guys, I'm all like, they don't know who I am. And they definitely are showing that they don't know who I am. And I'm like, you guys understand, like, I'm the progenitor of this shit, right? The whole like, hey, let's just read an article on screen. I started that shit basically in the commentary community back in 2015. I'm not making that up. I'm not lying about that. I was literally fucking around with OBS. And I'm like, can I bring up the image on screen? And I brought up the image on screen, and there we go. I was able to do it. And then all of a sudden, everyone else started doing it when they realized it was a fucking thing. It's not anything new, but that was something that I was like one of the first, if not the first person in the YouTube commentary space to do that shit. And so it ended up, being something completely whatever. Anyway, and then you got the Gamergate stuff and everything else that happened all those years ago. And of course, because I'm not as active as I once was for a multitude of reasons, also I don't care as much. I just find it to be really funny that when I'm like, let me explain this grift to you because I understand this grift because I've done this grift to an extent, or I was caught up in the grift, and people are like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just fucking jealous. And I'm like, you fucking bitches, dude. Like, you have no idea who the fuck I am. And so, but see, here's the thing though, trying to explain that to people is like that's actually even worse. Right. This, if I push the nose of my glasses up on my head and I go, well, actually, pardon me there, Hoss. No, I'm actually quite well known. I'm a fucking star, or I'm infamous, I guess, maybe, however you want to put it. And so I find, again, it's hysterical to me. But it's really kind of taken away from the shit that I've wanted to work on, which again is like reviewing more movies and watching more movies and working on my stories. It's pretty funny. Anyway, you were talking about Troy Duffy. Oh yeah, Troy Duffy is an interesting character. I would love to talk to that guy. Jarbo here. I think they want the attention. I mean, who doesn't want attention on social media? I literally just do not like Critical Drinker for a multitude of reasons. And that was enough for me to go, no, I'm good. I'm not going to go see this fucking movie. And people got really mad at me for that. But that is part of the situation, right? So what you have is you also have to, like certain things are like, if it's a slow news day, people are going to be, doing whatever. If it's, if people already don't like you and they have a reason to dunk on you, that's going to definitely happen. Like all of those things are going to happen. That is just part of the discourse of being online. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's kind of like, working, it's like Donovan, right? Like Donovan's a fucking idiot, and because Donovan's a fucking idiot, it ends up, showing you for the most part, like, the kind of person you're up against, right? Terminally online, neurodivergent fucking dweebs. And that's what a lot of these guys are. These people, man, they're not happy with their fucking life. They don't like anything about their fucking life. They hate everything about their fucking life. All right. This fucking small dick energy, no pussy getting motherfuckers, angry about fucking everything that they can't control. All right. Angry about everything, even that they can control, not happy about fucking shit. And at the end of the day, they're probably going to end up, I don't know, I don't want to say dying alone, but they're just not going to be in a place where anyone is truly going to mourn them when they're gone at all. And yeah, that might be a fucking harsh thing to say, but it's very true. Maverick here says, oh, you saw Scream 7 tonight and it sucks. I'm going to see Scream 7 next week. Or maybe, I'm when I get off stream tonight and I'm only going to go for like maybe another 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to watch Scream 1 and Scream 2, and I'm going to work my way through the other Scream movies and then have those up as a for the next bout of Podio commentary. Let's see. I hate certain things, but I'm doing something about it instead of bitching. Exactly. Again, I understand, man. Like, look, not everybody is ever going to have a career. Not everyone's ever going to get a career back. All right. But there's a time in your life when you got to stop and realize that you don't have the control you think you do. And you also just kind of have to just like, like not try to force things. So, I'm in maybe my Zen part of my life, right? I'm in the middle ground. Everything is balanced right now. I've got my home, I've got my kids, I've got my job, I've got my friends, I've got my family. I'm good. Is there more I would like? Fuck yes. Who wouldn't like more? But am I going to sit there and like fucking lose my shit and go after it? No. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And that's going to be that good, bad, or the other. I'll make it work as I always do. But what I find to be the funniest thing, and then I'll move on, is these people that equate, and you can tell how low IQ they are. Okay. You can tell about that. And the reason why is because they go, well, he's got more subs than you or more views than you. So somehow that makes him right, you know. But I'll leave this segment with this. Mark Twain once said, and I'm paraphrasing this, a lie can make its way halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to even put on its pants. And that is what those guys are. They obfuscate, they lie, they misinform. And that gets around the world before even the truth has a chance to play catch up. And that's just it. So one of the things that this popped up as well. I did see this one here. Kind of cracked me up. Grace Randolph, man. Grace Randolph. I don't understand. I'm just gonna say it. I don't understand how she is like not run herself out of her career. Actually, you know what? I will say she doesn't talk to anyone else but her audience. She really doesn't. She doesn't go on live streams with anybody else. She doesn't want to have a friend group with anybody else. She does not care. She does not want to be with anybody else ever. And you know what? I can actually respect that shit. I can respect that shit. She keeps to herself. She does her thing. And by and large, that works for her. So here's what she said about Bowser in the Mario Galaxy movie. She says, and I wish I had an AI voice model for her. I continue to feel that Bowser and now Bowser Jr. are a little bit too actually evil. It goes beyond cartoon villainy. I think maybe because they kind of mimic the toxic manosphere. I don't know if it's becoming more and more popular, if it's finally reached its breaking point, but I see a lot of similar talking points here. What is she even talking about? That's kind of true. I do like this. I will agree with Mega for life here. Okay. She tries so hard to sound insightful and cultured and just comes off as idiotic and out of touch. I mean, look, what was Bowser's motivation in the first Mario movie, right? It was he wants to marry Peaches. Okay. She doesn't even know he exists, really. I mean, she knows he exists, but she doesn't know he's interested. So he's like, I'll capture her. I'll threaten everyone that she knows, and then she'll have to marry me. That is toxic masculinity. That is true. That was also a couple years ago before the manosphere, I think, really kind of blew up. And if that storyline is continued over from this one, the idea there might end up being something that, like, I can see why Grace would kind of pull on that. But at the same time, Bowser is meant to be shown as just a powerful loser, is what he is. An insecure, powerful loser. That's it. All right. Like that is what he does, but he does it very well. Grace has a nice wig. I don't think that's a wig, but her eyeliner is becoming too much of a cat for me. Ahsoka here for 5. Thank you. Says critical drinker is a hypocrite. He says how much he hates Thunderbolts on his main channel, but his other channel he actually enjoyed it. Well, yeah. One channel has 2.8 million subscribers. The other channel has 500,000 subscribers. So there's not really much of what you would call an overlap. And again, that's all they do. They have to play that game because that's how they make their money, which is why if you remind them of that, they get very, very, very mad. All right, let me jump over here to some other supers here. What about John Pork, the movie? I know who John Pork is. I don't know in what context he would have a movie. So I just need you to explain that one to me better. Thank you. The Chuds are going to have so much ammo with the snake memes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. The snake memes, man. Like they're getting some of them I'll admit are like pretty goddamn fucking funny. Some of them though are just straight the fuck up, like supremely racist. And I think and the downside of that though is the stuff that's actually funny is just gonna end up getting entirely buried by all of the racist shit. you know? And that's unfortunate because it's like there's some funny stuff there that you can laugh at. And then there, but then you go into a whole bunch of the supremely bad shit. And then you get, I don't know, you get kind of there. Let's see here. Like okay, so I'm on 4chan, right? I went looking and I found a Snape meme page on 4chan. So he like Jesus Christ. Gangster Squad, Severus Snape. I mean, like Jesus. All right. Some of this is gonna get probably pretty bad. Uh hey, Dumbledore, it's me, Snape. Chill. Jesus. Um, Here we go. Now there are 2 words you can't say at Hogwarts. Well, I mean, to be fair to Hogwarts, you have the unforgivable curses, which you can't say. So there's that. Um, what is this? Oh yeah, it pulls out the gun. I've seen this one. Now listen, I'm not gonna lie. If you have a magic wielder, at Hogwarts who pulls out a Glock and just starts opening fire, like that is kind of gangster. That would actually be kind of cool. I would actually be okay with that shit. Nerdrotic started his video with an AI Snape rap. Yeah, there's a few of those that are running out there. Drogo says it's the actor's fault for taking the role knowing the hate he would get. I do believe I'm not disagreeing with you on that one. And the reason why is because at some point you have to know how social media operates. So here she says, I don't have the power to sack an actor from the series, and I wouldn't exercise it if I did. I don't believe in taking away people's jobs or livelihoods because they hold legally protected beliefs that differ from mine. But wait, what does that mean? I don't believe in taking away people's jobs or livelihoods because they hold a legally protected belief that's different from mine. But what is that? But wait, what? That's not necessarily what? Wow, that's an answer. Hold on, I'm just gonna kind of see that this is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, from the animation wizard. Um, Wizard just pulls out a gun, shoots his brother. Oh God, oh God, Snape as Blade. That's pretty based. That'd be pretty based. Um, but again, you just kind of scroll through some of these. I want wants the wire set at Hogwarts potions class. See, this one's pretty racist, right? You got the cough syrup, you got the fucking Sprite, you got the candy, the Jolly Ranchers and shit. 'Cause it's making lean or scissor or whatever it might be. Again, a lot of this stuff is just that. It's just, and this is 10 years of this shit, guys. This 10 years of this stuff. No. Okay. Kunst, it's not that with J.K. Rowling, it's not that she doesn't like trans women in spaces for women, if that makes sense. Right? If there was like a third bathroom option, she would be in favor of that. You know what I mean? Um, I personally think we just need to get rid of all fucking gendered bathrooms and just have individual fucking stalls, like individual bathrooms that that you can shut the door, you can lock. They've got a sink, a toilet, and you have privacy. I think that across the fucking board is what we should have. I do not like open flooring in bathrooms at all. So yeah, well, the thing with that, the thing with her belief on that is she doesn't believe that. You know what I mean? Like that's her belief is that she doesn't think that. I don't think she's truly against trans people existing, but she just doesn't think that trans women are women. You know, and that's her take on that. Yeah, we need soundproof bathrooms. We just need private bathrooms for people. Like that's it. So yeah, the next 10 years are going to be wild. Rational here says I DM'd you a link to Circuit City ad showing HD DVD Blu-rays in their place. Oh yeah. I saw that. Where'd you send me that shit at? Here we go. Okay, so this is from what 2008. Would make sense. Let me find that. So here we go. This is a Circuit City ad from 2008. Look at this here. HD DVD and Blu-ray. Look at the cost of a player. $400 for a Blu-ray player. All right. But you get a free HD DVD player with the purchase of a Toshiba 42-inch LCD. That's how long ago this was. LCD. But look here, you got the Blu-rays, all HD DVDs on sale, all Blu-rays on sale, and you had Harry Potter. You had Harry Potter on both, which is weird because Warner's had gone and this must have been afterward, but initially it was Warner's, Paramount, and who was the other one? Was it Universal were HD DVD, Sony, Lionsgate, and Disney were Blu-ray. And Fox was also Blu-ray because you can see here Live Free, Die Hard, and Simpsons movie, and Independence Day. Those are all Fox movies. Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney. Cars, Disney. High School Musical 2, Disney. Is that Fantastic Four? That would be Fantastic Four. Rise of the Silver Surfer. That would be Fox. And everything else. Let's see what else we got here. Great movies on high definition. $24.99 each. Save $5 on these select Blu-rays. Look at this. Kingdom of Heaven, the director's cut, by the way, based. Yo, Apocalypto. Fuck yeah. Gone in 60 Seconds. Fuck yeah. Die Hard. Fuck yeah. Marine. Okay. Pathfinder. All substance, no style. X-Men The Last Stand. That was fine. Fantastic Four was fine. 28 Weeks Later was good. Never saw Mr. Brooks. Never saw Fly Boys. Ratatouille Can Suck a Dick. Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The first 3 of those on Blu-ray. But look at this here, $29.99 each for all these HD DVDs. But if you buy 3, you get 2 free. Buy 3, get 2 free. So spend $99 or spend $90 and you get 5 movies, which actually breaks down to less than $20 a movie. You can get films like Transformers, The Bourne Ultimatum, The Kingdom, Shrek the Third, Shooter, My Mission Impossible 3, Syriana, fucking Happy Feet, Stardust. Yo, I got this on 4K. Stardust is the shit. If you guys haven't seen Stardust, you're missing out. Knocked Up, Chuck and Larry, Balls of Fury, The Departed, and Superman Returns. Wow, that's a throwback. That's a fucking throwback, man. I miss those days. I do. I miss those days. Let's see. Okay, hold on here. Ahsoka for 5, thank you. Latest Daredevil Born Again episodes were great. I swear, Cap, certain people will cry about anything when the show itself isn't preachy. Horseshoe theory. I haven't followed the discourse. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm working on it tomorrow. Thank you, though. Okay. And we're caught up on soups. Thank you guys very much for that. Hey Matt, why can't you defend Fan 4 Stick? That's like asking me a question like, why don't you find penis attractive? I don't find penis attractive. It looks like an overgrown mushroom stamp. I don't find it attractive. It's the same thing for fucking Fan 4 Stick. That movie doesn't know what it wants to be. It is edited to hell from the studio. It's not the movie Josh Trank made, but then again, the next movie Josh Trank made wasn't very good from what I hear. I need to watch it and do a live patio on it. Which one? Which you got to tell me which movie, man. I'd buy all the Pirate Stars and Balls of Fury. Yeah. You can't defend Fan 4 Stick or The Last Jedi. I mean, I could probably, if I was paid to, and I say this because that would be the way to do it. If I was paid to defend The Last Jedi, then I could probably make a compelling enough argument but could I convince myself? The answer to that is no, because I have 2 eyes and a brain. I have 2 eyes and a brain. And that ends up being the major part of it is when you watch something like The Last Jedi and your brain starts to hurt because you're like, it's hard to fathom what you're watching because it doesn't make any goddamn fucking sense. Well, then you realize you're watching The Last Jedi. It's I really wish it wasn't bad. I really wish it was good. I really wish it was worth, its name, which would be the Star Wars name. It's not. And that is just unfortunately the world we fucking live in. So, all right, let's get into even if it was paid, I can't. I mean, if I was paid, I'd have to. I'd try. I would try. The writer knows more about the comics than Josh Trank. You're talking about Simon Kinberg. Simon Kinberg didn't like. I think yeah, he came in to like direct the reshoots and then oversee the project. What was it I just saw that he was working on? Oh, was it Simon Kinberg was he a producer? I think on Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Simon Kinberg at this point is only roughly about, I don't know, a couple notches above Abby or Rad. So we'll see. Okay. What, Daredevil? Oh yeah. I've thought about doing my thoughts on the Daredevil episodes. I have honestly contemplated starting a new channel where all I do is like I watch, like seasons of shows and I just give my thoughts on the episodes, episode by episode. Like all 30 seasons of The Simpsons would take approximately like a couple years to go through, if I was doing one episode a day and I could watch a couple and bulk record a couple, like doing all that, like South Park and like Bob's Burgers and, I mean, shorter animated shows at first, like Avatar. I haven't seen Avatar. First time watch type shit, like that has like, but not like the fucking, some of that shit, like the hour-long shows, like that's a fucking investment. Like that's a time investment. But I do feel that there's a lot of I think people might find that to be interesting. That I'm kind of trying that with the movies because the movies I guess are a lesser investment than an entire TV show, but I do enjoy TV shows. I don't know what the name of the channel would be. I've looked at it like through the lens of logistics of like, could I do this? Right? Like how much of my time would it take sitting here and just like talking about this stuff, right? Because obviously it'd be like audio commentary where I don't edit anything. It's just a stream of consciousness. That's all it is. Because that's all I have fucking time for. I still want you to watch anime. I know you want everybody to watch anime, Jess, though. But that is you. That's okay though. I was gonna do that for Dexter and the West Wing. I mean, the first 4 seasons of Dexter, I would say go for it, up until Rita, right? And that shit. And the ending of that season, man, was great. I mean, season 2 was a bit of a rough one to get through at times. Or was it season 3 with the British lady? And then you get into season 5 and that was a rough patch. Season 6, 7 with Hannah was nice. And then I got to the end of 7, never finished up the final of the show. I finally found out how Deb died. Wow, they really fucked her over. And then I didn't watch any of like the Resurrection or any of the other shit that they've done. So it's I do a 4-episode run on an anime series. The problem though is like my fucking OCD wants me to do all that, would want me to continue with it. It's just kind of how I am, unfortunately. So all right, let us get into something that's gonna get this fucking stream completely copyright claimed. Let's take a look here at the Supergirl teaser that came out today. Some people love it, some people don't, and that's okay. I have already watched this. I thought it was all right. Again, my issue is really about what is it called? It's the color grading doesn't necessarily work for me, but that's just me. So let's take a look here.
Hey, I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back. I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off-world all the time, Kara. I'm worried you're not going to find your people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Clark. I have no people. Home is wherever you are, buddy. As I walk this land of road, Crypto and I at least had each other. I have visions of honestly, I thought we were lucky. But luck, almost by definition, runs out. What can I do?
The brigands carry the antidote on that person. He has 3 days.
You cannot give up on me.
It's a crime of the Yellow Hills. He murdered my innocent family.
Just do what I say. And don't die. This does not look like this is gonna end well for you guys.
Stop. You're hurting my head. Now what becomes of the broken-hearted? All I know is I'll be parted.
Revenge. It won't take your pain away.
Your eyes are beautiful when you cry. A lot of pain, huh? A lot of suffering.
There's no home without you, buddy.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
Okay, so that's coming. Yeah, it does look like Lobo's gonna be like he's gonna be the reluctant friend, right? Like the guy that's like, I get my bounty one way or the other, but helps me to help you, sort of thing. Do I think that Kara actually has a blue kryptonite dildo in this film? Is that a canon thing that I don't know about? Because I don't believe that's the case. I don't think she would in a PG-13 family-friendly film. Although I don't know how much of this movie is going to be necessarily family-friendly. So a couple things. For one, I think the story, okay, fine. The dog gets poisoned. She's got 3 days to save the dog. All right. John Wick's dog was killed, and now we're on like the 5th John Wick movie. Okay. So it's not canonical that she's got the blue dildo. Is that like the fucking the dick pics from Birds of Prey? Anyway, I don't think she would have a blue kryptonite dildo. What would be the point of that? She could still go to another planet with a red sun and still just get fucking pounded 7 ways from Sunday. I don't understand why she would need a blue kryptonite dildo. I'm trying to run through the logistics in my mind. That would be a much different movie. Anyway, so I would argue the biggest issue with this for me is, for right now, the unfinished visual effects. This wasn't even like the story trailer. Well, I mean, no, you could argue that this was the story trailer. Dog gets poisoned. How a Kryptonian dog gets poisoned on a planet with a fucking yellow sun, whatever. Maybe not. Maybe they're not on a planet with a yellow sun. And so he ends up, like, she's got 3 days to find the antidote in order to save her dog. Straightforward premise. They apparently go to like 9 different planets in the movie, each with their own different culture. So that should be interesting to see. And but right now it looks so brown. It looks so brown. And that's like one of those things where it's like, can we move away from that maybe for a little bit, please? I mean, I understand like the Western approach to this, kind of like they did this with fucking Logan as well. And like the Unforgiven, like lone cowboy approach and shit. Like they've got the fucking whatever, the sepia tone, but like, can we like move past it? Then again, it could also be a representation of her psyche. So when she gets in a better place and she doesn't need to drink to dull everything, then the colors come back. I mean, it could be something that ends up being an interesting thematic choice. Funny thing was, I saw this tweet going around with a bunch of shots, 4 shots from the movie in it, and 3 out of 4 of them are all visual effects shots. They're all CG shots. And they're like, "Man, the fucking cinematographer was cooking with this one." And I'm like, "You guys, you fucking know that, like, the cinematographer has, like, very little to do with that, right? They'll he consults, but there's a visual effects supervisor that handles all that shit, you know? So go talk to go look up who that person is. But it's crazy. We can always make it look plaid. What's that from? Would I rather have the Black Adam Resident Evil 5 piss filter? I mean, I look, here's the thing, man. I actually felt that one of the better aspects of Black Adam was the cinematography. It looked clean. Yeah, it was brown, right? Yeah, it was definitely brown, but it looked clean. Here it doesn't look clean. But then again, I finally saw Cruella over last summer when I was on my vacation last year, and Craig Gillespie was shooting that thing with fucking sepia tone. But that also had a lot to do with where London was at the time. So like on that front, it made sense. But otherwise, it didn't make the most amount of sense. Oh yeah, Spaceballs, they went plaid. Well, I figured you were making a Spaceballs reference. You know, it went plaid. Like, I get that, but like, you know, you kind of have to like work on that joke a bit more. Jess here says, lately I've been watching 80s cartoons on Tubi. Hell yeah, man. So why don't we take a look at the big one, the big 80s cartoon on Tubi, that's coming to be a movie here. And I think this fucker looks great, man. I am very excited for this.
I know most of you don't remember me, but I know all of you. Even though I was stuck light years away on Earth, I never stopped trying to get back home.
Everything changed since you left.
It's all gone. Skeletor took my family. And he destroyed our world.
It's not my fault. I know how it feels to fail. Take the sword. And when you fall, that's your chance to stand tall.
Yeah.
I have the power! The universe shall quake in my shadow.
This is my home. I'm gonna fight for it. But I can't do it without you.
Somebody wants to brawl.
I need every man, woman, or whatever that is.
You may have the power, but you're too scared to use it.
Trust me. I know how to use it.
You tell everyone that you're from another planet. It just makes you sound a little very crazy.
Okay, so yes. Let's still no Orko. It's the first movie, okay? It's the first movie, okay? We're gonna get fucking Orko. It's not Thor Ragnarok. Shut the fuck up. I am excited for this one. You know, I Got the Power got better in this trailer. Yeah. I mean, obviously that they're gonna do ADR work and shit. Now listen, Okay, first and foremost, let me explain. This movie will make more money than Supergirl. Here's the reason why. It opens June 5th, like the week after fucking Memorial Day. All right. So after that movie, 2 weeks after that movie is Toy Story 5. Then the week after Toy Story 5 is Supergirl. Then the week after Supergirl, which is July 4th weekend, which is a major weekend, is the Minions and Monsters movie that they're coming out with. And a Minions movie is going to make $1 billion. Despicable Me 4 made $1 billion. Minions Rise of Gru made $1 billion. The Minions made $1 billion. These movies make billions upon billions of dollars. Okay. So like Supergirl is coming out at a time where it is sandwiched in between two, quite frankly, legacy franchises. And it is running an untested leading lady, which she is an untested leading lady in the middle of two epically popular fucking animated franchises. All right. Like, if this works, can we get Thundercats? Who owns Thundercats? Can we? Look, like if Amazon seems to be like willing to do it, so it's like, can we get them to fucking roll with that shit? Can we get like Thundercats? Can we get an animated G.I. Joe movie? Can we get fucking Mask? Can we like, I mean, that kind of shit, right? Hold on, Saggy. You want a review of the K-pop? Yeah, you want me to send you a link? Can you come on? I'll hear about the K-pop meal. Why not? Did I watch? No, we haven't watched the Backrooms trailer yet. Warner Brothers now owns Thundercats. Well, fuck shit, cock ass. Can we move on? CJH, motherfucker, you were like, you were literally minutes ago. You were fucking frothing at your goddamn uncut penis tip, right? The fucking tip of your dick. You were frothing over Dexter. But you want to like move away from like old franchises. No. Stop it. Okay. Okay. Saggy wants the link. Okay. We haven't had Saggy on in a while. So we'll do that. While we're waiting for Saggy to get in here, we will also we'll check out the Backrooms trailer while we're doing that. All right. So I'll send that to Saggy and let me bring up the Backrooms trailer here. So I've got this one. This is like the least interesting trailer of the day, to be honest with you. But it could be a thing.
I found something in the store.
Okay. What did you find?
A place. I found a place.
Hello? Anyone there?
Look, I know how this sounds, but you gotta understand, it's massive in there.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back here with proof.
All right, you feel me? Yeah.
Follow my lead.
Clark, what is this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've been there every night since I found the place, and I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow.
Oh my God.
Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up! What do you see?
All these rooms. This place builds them.
It's like a maze. It just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Clark, can you hear me?
I don't understand. What is this?
It's beautiful. Am I right?
Hello?
All right. So, oh shit. Hold on. Oh, pardon me. So sorry. Okay, we got Saggy. Did you watch the trailer?
Well, wait, which?
For Backrooms.
No,
Oh, that's what we were just watching.
I just got here.
Maybe I should have renamed it Backshots, and you would have been like, "Oh, I know that one."
We're already starting.
Yeah, we starting, girl. We starting. I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know how you been.
It's been kiddo getting sick and working a lot, and birthday shit. It's been fun.
Aw, how the kids doing?
Now that they're not sick, a lot better.
I know, right?
Yeah, my God. I had parent teacher conference today for both my kids' teachers, and my first grader was like, her teacher was like, so she was out for like 2 weeks. Is she okay? I'm like, she's fine now. You've seen her. She's fine. She's like, yeah, we were really worried. I'm like, nah, she's okay.
Jeez.
What do you? I don't know. It's like you want me to. It's like what's like just she was like she had like pink eye, and like was vomiting everywhere.
When she fought on her pillow?
I don't know. I think the pink eye came from like whenever she gets really sick, she gets like she goes silent. She doesn't talk.
No.
But she like picks at her fingernails, and like I think she picked at them and like rubbed her eye or something, and like it got in there, and it just So she's on eye drops right now and everything else, and so tomorrow we're taking them to go see the Mario movie.
Oh, that's nice. Dude, I'm guessing they wash their hands after they use the bathroom, because that's one common trait with kids is like,
yeah. Oh no, I'm on it with them. I'm always like, you got to wash your hands, and I don't think she got that like from not washing her hands. She literally didn't like really eat anything for like 3 days. You know what I mean? Like she just drank water. And then so I think it was just she just picked at it enough and then rubbed her eyes, and we took her to the urgent care, and they were basically like, yeah, she doesn't have COVID, doesn't have the flu. We don't really know, so just see what happens.
Did you really review or talk about K-pop Demon Hunters porn parody?
I'm sorry, the correct terminology is K-pop semen hunters.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know why you're going to misgender. This is the image right here.
Why do you always find the crustiest pornographic things on the internet?
Because I talked to RJ for a while, and I kind of learned a lot from him, and now that he's not around, I guess you could say there's some remnants. What do you want to bet the over-under is on him having already jacked off to this?
I mean, I was looking for it because I was curious.
All I can find, because it hasn't leaked out there, I went looking. I'm like, I'm not going to pay OnlyFans for it. And I saw one 10-second clip that was basically just like a daisy chain of, it was Mira eating out, Zoe eating out Rumi.
That sounds hot though.
That was a 10. I'll find the clip and send it to you if you want. I'll send you the link to it.
10 seconds is not enough time.
Yeah, but you can also just download it and then put it on a loop.
Jesus Christ. If it exists, there's a porn for it. It's insane.
Yes, Rule 34 of the interwebs, my friend.
Have you gotten, this is a weird segue because like I don't even know how to segue properly from this, but like did you end up getting your kids the new, I mean it's a Happy Meal for adults?
It's an adult Happy Meal, which for one already kind of weirds me out. And then two, I was looking at like, so you only get the chicken nuggets and you get like the demon sauce or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's two sauces. There's a hunter sauce and the demon sauce.
Yeah.
And then you get that, and then you get like a little collectible card. And then you get the ramyun seasoning for the friggin' fries, which I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it was good.
Well, no, it wasn't, how do I explain it? It wasn't bad. Like the seasoning stuff, it tastes just like you'd expect. It tastes like ramen, but it tastes like, how you get ramen and you have the powder stuff. It's basically the powder. It's basically like ramen, instant ramen powder that you just put on the French fries. It's not worth it. Like the fries are fine by themselves unless you really like the taste of ramen.
Yeah,
sure. But if you don't care for the taste of ramen, especially like dry ramen, you're not gonna like it.
No, I actually do really like dry ramen.
Oh, then you probably would like it. It just tastes like the powder.
The thing is that it like from where I looked up the cost of it, and it's like $13 for the meal.
It's about the same as the price if you get like a 10-piece nugget meal anyways.
It's more than that where I'm at least.
Well, you
and-
get like a card and a box as opposed to like, so you're basically paying for the additional card and the box that it comes in, basically.
What is the card? Is it just like a trading card or what?
Basically, it's like a card with one of the characters on it.
I
mean, it's not bad, but like the card is kind of like, I feel like it's like I said, it's a kid's meal for adults, but like the sauces, I feel like, remember how everyone was making jokes about the Szechuan sauce?
Yeah.
I feel like the Hunter sauce is basically a little bit of like the Szechuan sauce masked as a different name, because it does have that spicy, sweet taste. It basically tasted like kind of like a combo of orange chicken with General Gao, like a little spicy, a little sweet. It wasn't
General
bad.
Sao?
Yeah.
Not General Gao.
General Gao. It's General Gao.
General Gao.
General Gao. But yeah. But the demon sauce, I see, this is the weird part, right? I thought the demon sauce was gonna be spicy because it was purple. Because I don't know, I think it was like Wendy's who did like the mystery sauce for a while, and one of the mystery sauces was purple. So I was like, oh, this must be like a spicy sauce. Nope. The purple was not the spicy sauce. The Hunter sauce was. The purple sauce has like a little hint of barbecue flavor. It's like you could taste a little bit of barbecue and something else. I can't put my taste on it, but it's not bad. I think the purple one is probably better than the Hunter sauce, but the Hunter sauce wasn't bad. But when you first take a bite into Hunter sauce, it's just a lot of flavor you're not expecting, because it's like sweet and spicy. It's just weird.
Well, see, now here's my question: are you going to go get the Saja Boys breakfast meal?
Hell no.
Because that's the thing, is like, so like my eldest daughter, she doesn't like the chicken nuggets. So she's like, she's like, okay, so I just want, I want the Saja Boys breakfast. I'm like, yeah, but you can't go breakfast. Like, you can't get breakfast all day,
Right.
Which is kind of frustrating that you should be able to get breakfast all day. And so there's that, and then my youngest wants it, but then she also probably wouldn't eat the full thing, to be fair.
Yeah, it is a 10-piece chicken nuggets. But it's crazy how it literally, like, Matt, when I got it, I forgot what I got. I was like, oh shit, dude, this is a big ass Happy Meal. Like, the box looks like a Happy Meal box, but huge.
Well, yeah, but it's literally just a 10-piece chicken nugget. You get a medium French fry and you get a fucking drink, and like you get, like you can get a Demon McFlurry, whatever it is, for like, I think $5 or $6 or something.
Derpy Flurry.
Derpy. Okay. Ooh.
It's called a Derpy McFlurry. It's like
Derpy.
pink. Yeah, it's supposed to be for the cat, a little cat creature.
Okay. Well,
it's like purple and stuff. It's. I mean, I think it's a interesting marketing thing. Would I get it again? Probably not. I feel like their cloudy, whatever the hell it was, they had a little event where it was like you get a cotton candy shake, which was fucking fire. Like, McDonald's sometimes has some banger limited edition stuff that comes out like that. Cloudy Mountain, whatever the fucking thing it was, like a few months ago, where you can get a cotton candy shake, was absolutely amazing.
See, I mean, I look at all that and I just kind of go like, meh, and that has everything to do with the fact that I'm just diabetic. So it's like, I got to be careful, So for me, it's all just like torture.
I know, when it sucks for you, because like a cotton candy shake would be amazing, but that's what's annoying, because it's like they come out with these limited edition items, and it's usually like to promote something or whatever, or to jump on a friggin' hot trend like K-pop Demon Hunters, and you're just sitting there like, but these are like amazing. Why can't you just keep some of this shit?
Yeah. Well, it would be nice if they did all that. There's been some times where you find something that is good, and especially when it comes to men. This is a weird thing. Like, men, if they find something that they like and it's accessible, they'll just keep getting it. Have you ever noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, if you get it and you like it and it doesn't change, you're happy. It's only when shit changes, you're like, fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, I hate when you find something you like and then it just goes away and you're just like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's bad. You know. Oh, I didn't even realize I fucking. Oh, I'm so glad I did not share the image I was going to share. Whoo, yeah, it would have been bad. But yeah, I sent you a link. For that.
You
thing.
almost put. Oh my god, you almost.
I did not put it on screen here. For the people in the audience that are curious to go and buy the $35 Huntrix parody that they have, there's the link in the chat. There you go, manyvids.com. There you can find it. Not safe for work, obviously.
Jarbo literally finds the most cringiest shit on the internet, dude.
I don't think you know what cringe means in this particular case, because this isn't cringe. I'm not going to say that it's golden or a shower. I'm just going to say that it does, it does exist in the sense that you've got, I only find it because I look around and I just see things that are weird.
The things you find aren't cringe. It's cringe that you find them.
How is it cringe that I find them? Or is it cringe that I talk about them?
Both. Like, hey guys, did you guys know? If you didn't know, these OnlyFans chicks made a K-pop demon hunter sex porn parody called K-pop.
That does sound like me, sure. Yeah. But I say it with a little bit more panache.
Panache is crazy.
Right? I see.
You're not talking about well, you don't even do drama anymore, do you?
I did a little bit of drama. We talked about the whole fucking critical drinker thing from last week.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was funny, man. That was so funny. People are so mad.
Did you hear about the Smash JT thing?
Yes. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Smash JT, I believe there's a clinical term to describe him. It's retarded. He is so fucking dumb. And you know what? But I want to show you guys why he's dumb. Okay. And like why he's just like a supreme idiot. So this guy is just a culture warrior, I mean, like, I don't even understand how like he has a family, because when you listen to him talk or whatever, you realize just how dumb he is. And so he's been going after this one woman named Alyssa Mercante. She worked for, did she work for Kotaku? Is that what it was?
Yeah, she worked for Kotaku.
Okay. So, all right, here I got his website up. All right. Not Smash TV, Smash JT. God, I miss Smash TV. That game was awesome. So he's got like all these. I mean, for one, this is a terrible, I mean, just a bad looking website,
Like to see you do one better. I'm just kidding. I know you could.
I could. I'm just way too fucking lazy, right? Like, look at him here. It's all like, just calls David Scott Jaffe a racist for saying he doesn't like this one particular looking goblin in Crimson Desert. Because what it is there's a trade. There's like it's like the trade guild, basically, like the Golden Leaf Guild, and they're traders, right? And like they're like they're goblins, and they like they trade shit, and one of them here has got like a nose that's a bit bigger, and David Scott Jaffe's like, I don't know about you, but it's kind of anti-Semitic, and like, is it really?
They said the same thing about the goblins and Harry Potter being the bankers.
Yeah, I'm fully expecting there to be like when they go to the Bank of Hogwarts in the show, it's just going to be like a bunch of like 6'10" Harlem Globetrotting looking motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Well,
like what kind of goblins are you? We the big kind.
Well, here's a fun fact I just found out tonight that David Jaffe also threatened to sue him a few months ago because he made comments about, like, I guess maybe his trans child. I don't know if he has a trans child, but that's what I heard. I was like,
Jesus, who knows anymore?
I was like, if he gets sued by David Jaffe, if he starts going after David Jaffe, and he's not going to survive this.
So I wanted to kind of show, okay, like this article here, right? Okay, I don't even know. I'm pulling these from at random. But there's a reason why. So Borderlands 4 bans anyone questioning gendered language. All right. This is from June 9th, 2025, which goes to show you that he even stopped doing articles on his website because they take too much time and he probably doesn't make enough money. So he'll just do the videos. But if you look here, just the formatting, is all written with fucking it's all done chat GPT, right? But like look at the formatting here. It's just like one sentence. Again, you have your M dash right there, so that's a clear and like I mean, even if I didn't know he used chat GPT, I know he doesn't know how to properly use an M dash. So it's definitely that, but you know, he uses it for everything. And if you've read his if you've read the filings that were put out by the Alyssa McConaughey's team, it's really funny because basically he uses chat GPT for everything. And that's actually what got him in trouble, was because he started posting screenshots from chat GPT, basically trying to make out the claim that Alyssa was a prostitute because she sold nudes or something, right? That was what it was.
Yeah, that she did like OnlyFans and she was a stripper or something. So,
yeah, and he called it like prostitution. But so because he did that, when it came and then he kept pushing it, they went for discovery and they got access to his chat GPT history. and y'all, it's bad.
It's bad. Like the prostitution comment was the first one I saw. So to give you guys context, he called a woman a prostitute and said she sucked dick for money. His exact words. And she said, "You cannot call me prostitute. Prostitution is illegal in my state. You're calling me a prostitute, implying that I'm a criminal." Then he did a petition. A couple of people, the anti-woke people, did a petition to get her fired from Kotaku, which I guess apparently from what I heard worked. But anyways, in the chat GPT, he asked if being a stripper or doing OnlyFans basically makes you a prostitute. And the first response chat GPT said was, "No, technically it's not prostitution. It's considered sex work." And so he didn't like that answer. So he was trying to like, in the court documents, coach chat GPT into saying, yes, it is prostitution. But what most he got out of chat GPT was chat GPT saying, yes, it could be considered prostitution. However, it's more commonly considered sex work. So he said, okay, just delete the last part.
Yeah.
And keep it where it says, yes, it's a prostitute. So he screenshotted that, posted it on Twitter. It was like, hey, listen, look, even the AI says you're a whore, basically.
Yeah. And I saw that and I was like, dude, you're fucked, man. Like you're fucked.
Did you see his message with 8-Bit Eric?
Yeah. Fucking 8-Bit Eric, man. That guy. Fuck Jesus.
Yeah.
That guy.
So right. So he had a DM with 8-Bit Eric, where he was like, I'm going to put out a video about this chick getting fired, but it looks like she wasn't actually fired, but I'm still going to put the video anyways and say she was fired.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, you're cooked. You're cooked. And mind you, this was all released in a settlement letter where her attorneys were basically, I'm paraphrasing completely, but in a nutshell, her attorneys were like, hey, listen, you're his lawyer. I'm pretty sure you haven't seen what we're about to show you in Discovery, because even in some of these stuff you're about to see, you could see your client even questioning your legal advice, like your legal counsel, and also seeking legal counsel through Chat GPT. So here's what we want is your client can, we're going to give him a lifeboat. He can apologize to our client, remove, don't mention her again, remove all of his content referencing her, and then your client will just pay us what he's paying you, and we'll call it quits. And they basically said, if you don't do this, even if we lose the case in this jurisdiction, because they filed in New York, he's in California, they filed in her state, not his. Now, if they lose the jurisdiction there, they're going to go forward and file in his state. And since they already have the discovery and they already have all that information, he's probably going to lose pretty hard. And then he's probably going to lose his lawyer. His lawyer untagged himself in the post that Smash JT put out, saying, I'm going to go talk to my lawyer, and tagged him. This lawyer untagged himself in the post. This whole thing is wild.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's absolutely fucking hilarious. Do not post Daredevil spoilers in here. Like, please, I haven't seen it yet. So whatever you guys got going on with William, leave that out of here.
He died in the end. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I mean, and then I don't know. They fucking put him in that little fucking hand machine that they did that with Elektra and the third season of Daredevil. So yeah, well, the other thing too, I was reading in that because I read the report or the filing. Well, I was like waiting for passengers the other night. I had nothing else to do, and I'm like, oh, this will be a fun read. I mean, the fact that he is like outright saying, I don't know if this is true, but I'm going to post it anyway. I feel like that's going to get him. I have a friend of mine who is going through law school who read it and thinks that there's not enough there to warrant the defamation. Is that what she's going for?
She's going for defamation, but that's also not even everything that was dropped. They have over 200 pages that they haven't even released yet.
Oh God. I mean, I would just based upon like what I saw in that like snippet of Chat GPT, I would love to see, because the fact that he's calling the AI retarded. Like the way that he talks to an AI is like the way that he talks in his videos or the way that he talks on Twitter, which goes to show you that it's not an act. Like this dude is legit stupid.
Matt,
you know,
he's literally fighting with AI. Like he was literally arguing with the AI like it was a person.
I mean, I can't say I've never done it with, with AI and whatever. I have. But at the same point in time, if you work with it, it can, kind of give you what you're looking for.
Listen, y'all need Jesus if you literally are calling a freaking computer program stupid because it's not doing what you want it to do.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of it too, is this kind of like when you deal with ChatGPT and some of the stuff or any AI, it's like, I can't help you with that. And you're like, well, why not? Well, it goes against my terms of service. Well, why? What exactly does? And it's like, I can't tell you that, like that kind of crap is like the worst of it that I've experienced. But then again, I don't work with that kind of stuff.
It's like dropping a gun and then getting mad when it goes off. Like, that was your fault. You accidentally shot that child. It wasn't my fault for dropping the gun.
Yeah. I just find it, what was the other thing too with what I was reading in there is like, they tried saying that, like, I will say this, it was a bit of I felt like the attack on like saying like writing love notes to his wife and, Girl Scout stuff for his daughter and then doing like, bedtime stories for the kids. I kind of feel like that was like, that was minimal because I think, that's like day-to-day shit. You know what I mean? It's like day-to-day stuff. So I don't really see it as being like as crazy of a situation as like other people do, but that of course is just the way I look at it.
Yeah, Jarbo uses AI to troll people.
I do.
Yeah.
To troll people, not defame them. There is a difference. There is a difference. I will, we have trolled some people, and it's funny, but at the same time, like I with when it comes to my kids, like, and I talked about this with their teachers today too, for reading. Cause like I will sit down with them when I put them to bed and I'll be like, hey, if you want, we'll do a bedtime story or a couple of bedtime stories. So why don't you tell the AI what kind of story you want? And then we'll make it have it make it a children's bedtime story. And then I'll read it to you. And they love that. They love that because that's like, oh, cool. It's like our ideas are being kind of like, vocalized and they get to see it kind of play out, so and that's like, that to me is perfectly fine. The teachers thought that was perfectly fine. Thought it was a great idea, so it's like from the parent perspective, it's a little bit different.
Well, you should see the one where he used it to ask, what's a good comeback I could say to a friend who said something like, it was something that kind of diss on him about erectile dysfunction. It's like, what's a good comeback to say to somebody who says this to you? And I'm just sitting here like, bro, like, if you can't be witty enough to come up with your own comeback off the top of your head, there's a problem. If you need to chat,
I'll tell you what, I had a comment said to me the other day that confused me. I didn't understand. I knew that it was an insult, but it was using words and terms I did not understand. So I did run that through Grok and I'm like, do you know what the fuck this is? And it came back and it goes like, not really. Because like it was a really weird comment about like I think it was trying to imply that like I had no chin because I sucked dick, which I'm like in and of itself would have been kind of funny. Okay, like you're trying to whatever, because I think he was trying to refer to my mouth as like a cock holster is what I think it was. And I'm like, all right, and I'm like, so like the response back was, I ran this through AI to try to see what you were saying, and even it thought you were retarded.
I think That's hilarious.
I'm like, look, if you're gonna insult me, because you know how Will is, like, yeah, fucking, I don't care if it's funny, it's funny. You know, like hit me with something good. Which is why I think the shit with RJ is always really funny because like he tries so hard and he fails so greatly. But
YouTube beefing is annoying.
no, it was more or less what was like, because you know how it is, you know how he is. But anyway, I just thought that was really funny because you get a lot of really dumb comments on YouTube. Sometimes you have to run it through a filter. You have to run it through an AI to be like, what are you fucking talking about?
What are you saying to me, bro?
Well, I've had a lot of attention this last week, you know, and I haven't read through like fucking a sliver of it. But there's been a little bit that I have seen that I'm just kind of like, it's so low quality. You know, it's just like it's like low quality trolling. You're like, oh God, come on, guys. You could do better than this.
I hate it when people try to clown on me and they're not even funny. I'm like, yes, at least if you're gonna roast me, make me laugh.
Yeah, there's really like you gotta try. You gotta try to, you know, be funny about it. Some people just suck at it.
Yeah, well, the anti-woke crowd is just like, I understood some of their points in the beginning, but it's like y'all are just grifting hate groups. It's just I was on board with Smash JT because I don't like the real world stuff. Like she contacted the wife. I thought that was kind of weird. But afterwards, I'm kind of like, he made a comment about like Indians. Cause like, you remember how there was like a video going around about like how Indians celebrate some kind of special holiday in one part of India where they like literally play in cow shit.
I believe I've heard of that.
Yeah. Well, he made a comment about like how Indian people are disgusting. And I was like, you're generalizing. It's literally one part of India that partakes in this festival, and you're generalizing and you're being racist. And I unfollowed him immediately after that. I'm like, yeah, this is I don't like people calling your wife or contacting your wife over online drama, but I don't like racism like that, like generalizing a whole country because one part has a festival of poop.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, is it cow shit? Because I could see it if it was cow shit.
Yeah, it's cow shit.
Okay. Because of, you know, the reverence for cows over there. I guess I understand that. Like I would not want to be, I would smell terrible. And I have no desire to be around, you know, cow pie city. But yeah, I wouldn't denigrate an entire, you know, group of people based upon that. Is it weird? Sure. To me, yeah. You know, I don't like playing in cow shit. You know, I don't even like anal sex. So it's like, I'm fucking completely, you know, I'm just no poo poo. You know what I mean? Mm-mm.
No poo poo's crazy.
You know, it's just like, but that's their culture. That's their culture, their beliefs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't fucking celebrate Christmas. I'm not Christian. I mean, I do celebrate it because of my kids, but if I didn't have them, I would not celebrate Christmas. You know, I got to keep the Santa Claus thing going for a couple more years.
Yeah, I got to keep lying to my kids about a friggin' stranger that's allowed to come into our house.
Yeah, I know, right? We can't let them walk down the street on their own, but goddamn, you lose a tooth. And some fucking homeless bitch shows up in your house and leaves $5 underneath your pillow. You know?
I'm telling you, like it's so weird how kids are raised. Like, don't lie, don't lie. Lying's bad. Meanwhile, you let them believe that Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny are real.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think here's the thing. When it comes to Santa Claus, like my eldest, I think knows, but she won't say anything because I think she thinks that she says something, it goes away. And so, because she's asked me before about Santa Claus, but she also doesn't say anything around her sister, which is good.
Someone snitched. Someone at school snitched.
Well, I mean, she's in second grade.
Yep.
Right? Like, yeah.
Someone at school snitched.
Third grade is going to be where she like starts learning all the swear words, I think. I mean, fuck, she already knows them. She was sitting there playing a Splatoon 3 on the Switch tonight. Someone killed her. And I'm playing Crimson Desert. She's in bed next to me playing Splatoon. And she just goes like, I just died. I'm like, oh, that sucks. She's like, I know, that guy's an asshole. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe not. Maybe tone that down a little bit. You know, don't do that. But kids are so smart these days. They're so fucking intelligent.
I see a comment saying it's so different than telling kids that God is real. It's wrong. God is real. I've talked to him.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, whoa. Hold on.
He told me things about skeptical over there.
Think about it. No, hold on, Saki. Think about it for a second. God is real. God is real. God is real. God is real.
Are you saying God is real?
Israel.
Are you saying Israel?
It all goes back to Israel. Yeah.
Listen, God knows what you did in the bathroom the other day, and he said,
What?
"Good job." He said, "Good job."
I clogged the toilet.
And he said, "Good job."
It's amazing when you can pop out one and it clogs it. It's kind of impressive.
Why are you always clogging your toilet? Like, don't you courtesy
Dude,
flush?
I courtesy. That is courtesy flush. You kidding me? You kidding me?
Clogging
With
the
one
toilet.
go, yes, without even
Clogging.
wiping, you just fucking flush it and it clogs it. That's how fucking thick it is.
Clogging the toilet with a courtesy flush is insane.
It's insane. I know, but it happens. I don't know why. Anyway, enough of that.
Too much fiber.
Maybe.
Too much fiber.
Maybe I'm having too much fiber.
Matt takes boulder dumps is crazy.
Yeah. Could fucking dry them out and fling them like rocks at fucking cars passing by.
Did you react to that VTuber that I sent you?
I took a quick look at it. I recognized the person, and then I realized I would rather suck starter shotgun than watch a VTuber. VTube, I fucking hate VTubing. I fucking hate it. It is like the stupidest shit, in my opinion. Some people like VTubers, good for you. I think I would rather it be an AI than like some fucking middle-aged like virgin behind like a horny fucking female, big tittied anime avatar going ooh woo, you know what I mean? And it's just are trying to give their take on shit. And you're like, I don't know, man. I don't trust nothing about this. You know?
I saw it because somebody posted it in your comments, like posted a screenshot. I was like, that's not real. So I went and looked at the YouTube channel and I was like, oh, that is real. That is a man with a deep man voice behind a cute little female.
You want to hear the funniest thing though about all this, right? With everything that went on with Critical Drinker, not one, at least that I saw, not one of those people reached out like wanting to have me on their show. You have any idea how much money they would have made if I would have come on one of their shows? Like, and I probably would have done it for shits and grins because I would love to go into the lion's den and make the argument for why these people suck. Because I would gladly go on Friday Night Tights and go in there and just be all like, wear a shirt that says Gary, Beekler sold meth to kids.
Well, the funniest thing about that,
supposedly, allegedly sold meth to kids. So therefore it's considered a parody and not considered a direct defamatory statement.
The funniest part about that VTuber though was he was like, I don't know much about Mundane Matt, but it looks, from what I've done research, he seems to be a little bit of a locale himself. And I'm sitting there like, I guarantee you did zero research. You just probably asked somebody in your community. They're like, yeah, Mundane Matt. He got,
well, I will admit, there's no denying the locale status. Okay. Like even I'll be the first to admit that shit. There's after what happened back in 2018, there's no fucking denying it. Right now, if you want to like look at it as like a tiered locale list of where we are now with the level of localism that's happening, I'm down at the bottom of the totem pole. But like I'll acknowledge I can run away from it. Like that shit fucking happened.
Ethan Ralph surpassed you.
It wasn't difficult. That wasn't difficult. I mean, that motherfucker got arrested like 2 weeks ago and shit. And how is he alive? That's the biggest question. That is the miracle of modern science.
That's what I've been saying. Also, I know Momo wants to get your take on it, but apparently I don't know why he said ask her about that and he said the name wrong. It was like he said somebody named Jeff. It was this what's his name? Sean. Shit, some Canadian dude who allegedly disappeared his wife.
Oh, yo, you're talking about JF Garipi.
Yeah,
that
Quebecois.
That motherfucker, dude. Dude, you want to hear the craziest thing? And he'll own this. He owns this entirely. Guess who gave that man $25,000?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. JF is like, yes. He's like, yes. I got $25,000 from Jeffrey Epstein. It was like to work on a website or some shit like that. But like he took the money. He's like, he has no fucking No shame. You know the craziest story about JF outside of the whole Mama JF disappearance and shit is like, you know, the story about like how he met a girl in Texas who was like 19 or some shit.
19
like,
and autistic, right?
Autistic as fuck, like worse than like Brandon. I don't know, maybe
crazy.
And convinced her to leave her home in Texas to go live with him in Virginia and like have a baby because he wants a baby. So she did it. They had the baby, and then her parents got involved, removed the baby, and then he fled back to Canada. And then, you know, like, and then there's the Mama JF situation. Look, man, like I don't think she's alive. I'm sorry. I don't think she's alive. I think JF you know, took her to the tool shed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, he was coming out and talking about something that like worlds collide. So I retweeted him, and then somebody made a comment. They're like, bro, I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. So then I retweeted him, and then I was like, oh, I'm so glad somebody said something. And then somebody was in the comments like, I think it was Momo who said, yeah, that guy is potentially a murderer. He might have killed his wife. And I'm like, what? And so I was like, ain't no way. So I Googled him, and a nice first sentence on Wikipedia is he's a Canadian white supremacist. I deleted that tweet so quick.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. He is such a weirdo and shit. Are you talking about, Jess? Are you talking about the 20 women versus one rapper, not 50 women? Is this a Jubilee thing? No, it's not a Jubilee thing. Oh God, I don't know what that is. I don't watch that shit, dude. Fucking
it sounds like an awful porno.
No, hold on. This is what it is here.
One Island.
Yeah. 20 women versus one rapper, Island
Boy.
The Island
Boy. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Here, we'll just cut ahead to the most watched. I don't know what this is though. Look at those
watch
tats.
the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. I
don't want to watch the whole. You watch this?
Watch it. You'll find it entertaining.
They're yellow. Okay, that's fine. I can get them fixed, but you can't unkiss your brother.
Okay. Bro, why am I talking to this stupid?
Because you kept talking. I kept responding.
Girl, I'm better than you.
You're not. You're my height.
You can't make me cry. The only reason why I would cry is because I have a child that's on a kidney list. Not just that.
You see how he does that?
Not just that. I have a warrant. Not just that. Listen.
I am.
Just listen. I'm forced to be in a rehab. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
In today's video, we got 20 women versus one Hollywood.
Mute.
Yeah.
That's copyright.
Okay. What am I supposed to do with her? Yes?
So how you feel? You said swipe right?
Yeah.
Swipe right is good.
Swipe right?
Like, right? All right. So she good.
Okay. Man, what the?
You have nothing to say? What?
Do you have a fake chain or something like that?
You have fake chains, so what's the problem with me having a fake chain?
I don't have any chains on.
Well, I mean, you have fake chains, so like.
I don't understand. Like, what's a fake chain?
You're supposed to be asking my name and introducing yourself.
Bro, what are you talking about? I have fake chains.
Oh my God, it's like the stupidest fucking thing, right?
It's a necklace. The chain's a necklace.
Yeah, no, I get that, but it's like he talks to her for like fucking 3 minutes and shit.
I mean, it does have its funny moments. I think that the comment about you can't unkiss your brother was the best one, but like,
yeah, that's solid. That's a good one there. What do we got here for? Oh, here we go. We'll get right towards the end. That's where the most replayed is.
So right now, would you let her paint you?
I wouldn't care.
Cool.
I don't paint.
So she was like, yo, Fly, I want to paint you right now. Would you let her paint you?
I wouldn't care.
That look cool.
Because
I would paint you.
That's hard.
I don't really need your paint because it's not gonna do nothing for me.
Okay.
So.
Are they like
right,
he's rich, right? That's why he's an idiot.
Go.
He said you good.
They're
I'm
they're
good.
they're
Yeah.
rich on dumb
Okay.
shit.
We might have to get that painting in.
They're
Hold on, we
rich
might have to
because
see
they get
that
clowned
painting.
on.
I'm out of this
Oh,
bitch.
okay.
Wait, can I go next? Can I go next at
I'm out.
least?
Can I go in your car?
What the
So
fuck?
so I me and my boyfriend watch my boyfriend primarily, he watches a lot of cop videos and stuff like that. And we were watching one where one of the brothers, I don't remember which one, but one of the brothers was on it because he was out and about and like these dudes like were fucking with him. And I guess he gave the cops like false information. He said that he was the other brother and not the he was trying to get out of it, and he used his brother's identification, and eventually the cops caught on. It was like the funniest thing. I'm like, these dudes, I don't know, this is what I say, we need to stop making stupid people famous. Like, please, like, they are the most atrocious, like, dude, they were so desperate to stay relevant and make money, they started OnlyFans and did incest together.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the weirdest shit. I don't get why some people get famous. Like, did you ever see the what was it, the ayahuasca girl, whatever it is?
Ayahuasca, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, I don't even know how to fucking spell ayahuasca. It's a TikTok I saw. She's like not an island girl. Maybe it was island. It's like, hold on, jungle girl ayahuasca. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to find it because like she does a song.
Oh, are you talking about the girl that looks like a hippie in dreads and she's in the car? She's talking about like spiritual shit. She's a rapper.
She's
girl?
I think it's this one right here.
Please don't be like, yes, I love her though.
Like, this one's kind of wild to me. I don't know why the fuck there's no sound though. The fuck's the sound? Oh, there we go.
I'll explain after you watch this.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
I'm well aware that I attract what I allow in. I am a vibration, people can tune in. I broadcast, I am love, I am abundance. I am an armor made of golden light, I trust it. My spirit guides, they help me land upon the best path. I'm learning how to navigate being an empath. Sometimes the red flags look green, I forget that I'm even. I remember I'm the farmer that's been planting all the seeds. I meditate for circle 999 and feel free. Ho'oponopono, please forgive cause I am sorry. It's not forgiven, I let go because I love you. It's not forgiven, I let go because I love me.
I mean, like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I mean, like, there's that one where she's like talking about the UFOs and shit.
New song.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one that I love. But like
this one?
No, that's not it.
I transmit negative to positive. I'm cleaning house, cleaning the skeletons out the closet. I'm taking out the trash, doing everything I promised myself. I manifested all this abundance, peace, and health, and I trust my inner knowing, and I magnify all the positive vibrations that I be calling into my life. I just concentrate and meditate. For every action, there's an equal opposite reaction.
Okay. You know, I mean, like, if you look at her face, she kind of reminds me of the "Will everyone shut the fuck up" girl.
Well, see, the thing is that people thought she was weird because she looks like a hippie in the way, but if you actually listen to what she's saying, like even the UFO thing, like she is a spiritual person, so she is a believer of, the universe, and if you put positivity to the universe, you can manifest things. She's one of those people, which again, I give her props because to people who don't understand that or always live in a specific bubble of what they feel is normal, I've met so many people like her, and they are the most positive outlooking people, and she raps, it's a positive message. So like, I'm not against her rapping about positivity and being spiritual, because like if you listen to her lyrics, she's talking about how I'm being positive and I'm not letting the negative in, and I'm throwing out the trash. I'm releasing all the negative thoughts and all the haters, I just like don't even acknowledge them type shit. And I'm like, that people see her and they're just like, oh, this white chick looking like a hippie and rapping. Oh, who does she think she is? I'm like, are you listening to her words though? But I actually subscribe to her. She is actually so adorable, and I actually am a fan of hers. That's why when you said that, I was like,
yeah, I mean, like, I only know like that one TikTok that I saw, but she seems like harmless. Like this girl here, this one, you seen this one here?
Yeah,
This one cracks me up.
I mean, it's a tearjerker for sure.
But she looks like the other girl with just without the makeup on. That's the kind of the crazy thing.
Let's hit it.
I had a pet lizard named George. He was cool, but he made me really bored. So I gave him to my mom, and she loves him very much because animals are better than people. They try to cancel me, bother me, stop bothering me. I don't even like my job. Karens, shut the up. Vegans, shut the up. Babies, shut the up. Everyone needs to shut the up. Laundry, shut the up. War, shut the up. Dinosaurs, shut the up. Everyone needs to shut the up. Traffic, shut the up. People, shut the up. Groceries, shut the up. Everyone needs to shut the up.
I like that one. That one cracks me up. Like the deadpan delivery of it's great.
Yeah, that is funny. But yeah, no, I mean I'm just gushing over the other chick because, like I said, positivity. I love people that are trying to spread positivity instead of negative. Like, she's the person I would expect to get famous, and she would deserve it because, again, positive messages. She probably smokes a lot of weed too, and she probably microdoses on shrooms. But you know,
I would definitely assume the microdosing on shrooms is definitely there. Yeah,
but
I mean, for me, I've never done it, but I want to try.
Well, yeah, well, that's why it's microdosing. And a lot of people say it helps them with like their depression stuff. And like you see shit like it apparently makes you feel things you never felt before. It opens up channels and stuff, you know. Again, it's different experiences, but yeah, I think positive messages is what we definitely need because we definitely live in a sphere, in a world, even on, especially online, where you see it more of just nothing but negativity. I'm like, remember, I was going off for like weeks over that One Piece shit. Like legit pissed me off. Legit pissed me off because I'm like, people are fucking killing the joy out of entertainment, and they don't even realize it, or they just don't care. Because like, it's always the same people. Like, I know damn well 90% of the people that are bitching about the One Piece live action have not sat through and watched the original. Like, I literally see fucking this one dude, John Della Rose. He's always talking about gaming and anime and shit. I'm like, and I used to know John, right? I used to be cool with John. I know for a fucking fact that man does not sit down and play video games anymore. He doesn't watch anime. So when I see him commenting on that shit, I'm like, John, shut the fuck up. You've never watched the anime. You don't even play video games anymore. Like, I literally told him that.
Yeah, he's too busy beating his wife.
He's like, oh, I don't have time. I got kids and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, you don't have time to play video games. Why are you speaking on video games? Shut the fuck up.
Well, because he's like Mark Kern. You know what I mean? Or like all it is. And even that dude, did you see the video that came out about that guy exposing him as being a gooner?
Who being a gooner?
Mark Kern, the former, like the guy who tried pushing Gamergate 2. Like, it came out like last year, more or less. It's just like he ran like a porn site, I think is what it was. It's just all these. Like, here's the thing: all these people, they are all just projecting. That's all they're doing all the time.
Oh, 100%.
You know, and the problem with it is that when you realize that that's all they're doing all the time, you know, it's like their audience is held captive by a lot of, you know, this kind of just like negative bullshit, and it just makes for everything worse. That's why it's like, you know, I fucking know for a fact that like I will never be as big on YouTube as I was 8 years ago before everything went down, and I'm fucking fine with that. Well, I mean, all I would really want is like, I don't even want to get in on the drama shit half the fucking time. It's funny because it's like ridiculous, but it's just like you have to really pay attention, and some of the stuff is just, you know, like, oh my god, like why, you know. Well, no, I mean, look at the shit that. What'd you do?
I sent you a picture.
Okay, what we got? yeah, pretty much, pretty fucking much. All right. Well, let's see here. It's almost 1 a.m. I do need to kind of get going because it's. I do need to. I want to get your take on this though before we go. So I'm trying to watch movies at least. Okay. So, what is your take on the Harry Potter? Black Snape casting. I'm kind of curious.
Aesthetically, I don't like it. It's weird. It's just weird because Snape in the books is always been depicted as this like emo, white pale, vampire-ish looking guy. So it's a little weird. I saw the trailer, like I saw some screenshots of him with straight hair, which I was like, please don't do that. I saw a picture, or I think I saw like
No, he's got dreads. He's got dreads. Yeah.
The dreads made more sense. So like, the dreads made sense, but like I have to see the acting because I thought Lance Reddick as Albert Wesker, that Resident Evil project, the Resident Evil TV show was going to be weird because it was, but the way they did it made sense, and he actually did a really good job with the performance. But I guess, I mean, the whole thing looks. Why? Like, why do we need a TV show to redo the whole books? Like,
well, now see, for one, there is a lot that went on in the books. Like for example, in the Chamber of Secrets. Okay, remember Nearly Headless Nick?
Yeah.
All right. So in the second book, he has his death day party, which is a whole scene where he invites Harry to his birthday party, basically. And as a result of that, they, like, it's a cool scene. It's a cool scene where he gets to kind of go and see the other ghosts around Hogwarts, right? In book 1, there's a ghost that they didn't include into the movies, and that ghost is Peeves. And Peeves is like a troll, basically, like a troll ghost. He fucks with everybody. And that's kind of what Peeves does. And Peeves has a bigger part in the first couple books rather than later on. But like, do you remember like in the first movie when the troll gets into the bathroom? And so Ron says somebody must have let it in. The line from the book is that Peeves must have let it in. They completely like omitted the character, and he was like kind of a fan favorite back then. But I'll tell you, there's one scene in particular. It's movie 5. So it's the Order of the Phoenix after Sirius Black gets killed. Harry is at the end of the book. He's back at Hogwarts. He is upset. His godfather died, right? Basically, the closest thing he had to a dad at that point died. And he is waiting for the ghost to come back. And the ghost doesn't come back. And he goes to Nearly Headless Nick. And this is actually the last time we see Nearly Headless Nick in any of the books. And he goes to Nearly Headless Nick and he asks him, like, why? Why isn't Sirius here? And the way that Nicholas frames it is that it's a choice that you make when you die. You either go or you stay. And he chose to go. And it's a real sombering, like, little moment, because you're kind of expecting him to come back as a ghost to still, to kind of Obi-Wan his way through, this particular story. And he chooses not to. And we'll never know why, right? We'll never know why he chose never to come back or whatever, but in that moment, that was a really kind of profound moment in the book. And it wasn't in the movie. And I think it would have been perfect for the movie to have that question of like, well, why isn't he here?
I'm not gonna lie though, I would have been sad to hear that. I would have been like, so he chose not to come back and help Harry defeat Voldemort? That's kind of crazy.
So, I mean, you figure, yeah, well, then he would have been stuck, you know what I mean? And it's like, is that something that he wanted? But it was a really profound moment. Not only that, but the story allowing Harry to grieve with loss. Because, like, as book 6, 7, and 8, or book 6 and 7 go down, shit gets fucking crazy, And so there's moments there that they could really, really, really kind of make better. Like the ending of the Half-Blood Prince, when we find out that it was actually Snape. In the movie, they downplayed that reveal in order to build up towards the final 2 movies, right? Or in this case, like the final book. So, like in the Half-Blood Prince, Snape kills Dumbledore, page 606. It's a meme, but it's true. Okay, so Snape kills Dumbledore. After that, Hogwarts fucking erupts in like complete war zone. You've got Dumbledore's army versus the invading Death Eaters. Shit is getting real in that fucking scene. And Harry is furious, livid at Snape. And he wants to take him out. And he's chasing him down through a war zone at Hogwarts. Those last like 60 pages of that book are fucking epic. And then so they get to the reveal of him being the Half-Blood Prince. And it's profound in the book. It's really profound. In the movie, Snape was just like, and I'm the Half-Blood Prince, Harry. Nah, nah, and then he leaves. And you're like, oh shit. You know? And it's like, it's just this whole fucking thing of like they really downplayed this massive reveal. They did the same thing. Like they did this throughout the movies. I love the movies unequivocally. Love, but so many little moments they could have added in.
Well, I will say I rewatched the movies like a few months back. And when you rewatch the movies after not seeing them so long, you start picking up on stuff. So with the Half-Blood Prince, I would say, granted, I would have probably liked to see a little bit more action in there, but when you go back and rewatch it, like you can see how Snape, because now that you know the story, right? You go back and rewatch it, you can see how Snape definitely gave hints like that it was him. Like now that you know, it's like rewatch the Half-Blood Prince because you can tell when, you know, Harry goes to steal stuff when he's trying to make potions from the book or whatever, or him figuring out how to do stuff because he's reading the book on how to do things. Like Snape was paying attention and he knew. He's like, oh, that little motherfucker found my book. Like he knew. Like,
well, it's kind of like I'll give you. So the, you know, remember in the 8th movie when Ron and Hermione finally make out?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that was a big, I mean, I don't know if you remember seeing that in theaters, but like people were like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, okay. Like, but if you go all the way back to Chamber of Secrets, so back in 2002, I read an interview with Stephen Kloves, who was the screenwriter for like, I think most, if not all of the movies. And he was talking about how, you know, people were asking him, because at the time, I think like you know, it was only the 4th book was out at that time, and they were like 2 movies in and the 4th book was out. So J.K. Rowling was very much like locked away finishing the stories. And they asked Stephen Kloves, like, do you know how the story ends? And he says, yes. He says, yes. He's like, J.K. has given me a ton of information about where things are going to go. And so, you know, we can kind of start laying the groundwork now. And I'm like, okay. So then I go watch Chamber of Secrets, right? And so then at the end of that movie, like, remember, like Hermione gets petrified,
right?
And then they're able to turn her back. And so like Hagrid comes back from Azkaban, and then Hermione comes back from like the fucking medical wing, and she runs on up. She gives Harry a hug, and then she goes and she hugs Ron, and it lasts maybe a moment too long, and they kind of jump back and go, ha, 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 right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, at that moment, this is in 2002. I was 20 years old. I remember watching that movie and going like, they're going to get together. They're going to fucking get together. Because they totally just laid the groundwork for that, you know? And, but here's a question though, or here's something that could happen. So J.K. Rowling has said that she wishes she would have changed the story to where Ron and, it was Harry and Hermione that got together, not Ron and Hermione.
Mm.
And I don't think they're going to change it for like the show, but it's entirely possible that they could run that kind of fucking retcon. And I wonder how many people would actually be entirely okay with it.
Well, see, that's the thing, because in the movies and even the book, like it always felt like they were going in that direction a little bit, like there was something there, but then like they gave us a no, it's her and Ron. But yeah, in the movie, sure, in Chamber of Secrets when they gave the hug, but at the same time, I'm kind of just like, there were also moments with her and Harry where it's like, do her and Harry have a thing?
Oh, yeah. I think at the time they're trying to create like a love triangle situation with that a little bit, even though I think that at that point, even when I saw that, I was going, nah, Harry's not going to hook up with Hermione. You know, I don't think they have the personality to hook up together, to be fair. I just don't think they have that person. And I don't even know if Ron necessarily would be the one, because like they have just such a different personality.
But that's why it worked.
Yeah. And, you know, and also I think kind of like, you know, at that point, they kind of all became family, like legit, right? Harry marries Ginny, Ron and is his brother-in-law, and then Hermione is his sister-in-law.
I hated Ginny.
What?
I hated Ginny.
No one liked Ginny.
No
one liked Ginny. And that it wasn't Ginny's fault. It was just kind of like, I mean, it was basically between her and Cho Chang. And, you know, people were kind of also going like, well, isn't Cho a little bit on the racist side, you know, with the name there, you know, a little bit of problems happening behind the scenes. So I don't know. I just feel it's like it's a good series. The movies were great. You know, they stand the 25-year test of time, you know.
I feel bad for the kids though. Cause like being the ones to come after, you know, the first, like there's already hate spewing. And I'm just like, I feel bad for the kids. And I feel like Daniel Radcliffe probably saying the same thing. Like, I feel bad for those kids, man. Cause like I know Daniel Radcliffe, even though that was the project that started his career, I know he had some issues with it too. Like he wants to move away from being Harry Potter because he started when he was a kid. So I think he's looking at like these kids have no idea what they signed up for.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I have a feeling, I don't even know if the show is going to get all the way through. You know what I mean? I don't know if the show is going to make it all the way through. If they're going
What's it going to be on?
HBO Max.
It'll probably be
Well,
okay.
but then it's also going to be, you know, it's going to be bought by Paramount. And then is Paramount going to cease Paramount Plus and merge it all with HBO Max, which they largely should. You know, and then are they going to invest the money into it? Harry Potter is a massive fucking money maker for Warner Brothers. So it's crazy to me that we're going to be getting you know, like it just all this fucking shit with this. But well, okay, so because again, it's 1 a.m. I do want to go, but I wanted to show you this. I don't know if you've seen this or not. This is the Snape rap. Have you seen this?
Oh God.
Okay, this is Black Snape is the name of the artist, song titled I'm Black Snape.
Oh,
I haven't seen this. I have no idea. But let's go.
Yeah, I'm Black Snape. Black cloak, black skin, walk the hall, they whispering. Cauldron bubble, I'm different. Dark eyes don't flinch, just glimmering. House points, man, miss me. Came from pain, they history. Same blood, they fear, they diss me. But they copy my brew, still sip me. Side eye from the portraits. Cold stone, but my soul scorched. They ain't teach where I'm from, had to learn from the alleys and the torch. Half prince in the world, they hate. Half rage in the narrow gate. Half hood in the castle gate. Homie, never run from Black Snake. Walking through the dark, one day my hand and a X in my heart. Turn that fear to a spell, then I spark. Yeah. I've been cursed from the start. I'm Black Snake. They talk war in the streets. I see more than they see in the tower. Drive by, man, I drive by stealth. Broomstick, bring stone, cold shower. I ain't glorified shots, that's great. That's moms in black, that's waves. Of boys that ain't make old age. So I ain't my rage at the cage. Walking through the dark, one day my hand and a X in my heart. Turn that fear to a spell, then I spark. Yeah. I've been cursed from the start. I'm Black Snake.
Nerdrotic.com.
Did he actually do that, or did somebody fucking Jesus Christ, or did he steal that? knowing Gary, it could go either fucking way.
All I know is, did this man really do a fucking scene where he's doing drive-bys on a broomstick?
I mean, look, I ain't gonna lie. When I was reading like Harry Potter, like back in the fucking day, you know, it's I just God damn it. You know the account Meme Bastard? He just put out like a fake April Fool's thing, right? And so he has I just closed everything out. Hold on here. But
you had one job.
God damn it, this fucking guy. Okay. So you can't really see it because it's blocked up by me, but I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay. So if you look here, the Global Chronicle, breaking news, Russia fully surrenders to Ukraine, conceding defeat, obviously not real. But look at the writer of the article, Matt Jarbostein, senior political correspondent. Yeah, motherfucker. He just DMs me and he's like, "I'm sorry, I needed a name and yours came to mind." I'm like, "Thanks."
You can't catch a break.
I can't catch a fucking break. I can't catch a break on that one. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love it if fucking Russia conceded to Ukraine. That'd be great. I would absolutely report on that happily. Report on that.
I know you will.
But
You know, I was gonna say real quick before you cut it. I'm surprised you didn't talk about the new Avatar Last Airbender season on Netflix.
I don't know nothing about it. I've never seen it.
Bro, they took so fucking long to make the second season.
Is it any good?
The kid who plays Aang is like looks like he's 20 years older. They didn't even recast him. He looks like he's not the same. Like, look up the pictures. He's older now. I'm like, how the fuck are you guys gonna explain that?
All right. Let's see here. This is on Netflix, right?
Yes, this is at Netflix. The Last Airbender. They just dropped pictures of it, and everyone's like, "Why does this kid look like he's 30 years old now?"
Wow. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at the one picture, and then the new. Oh yeah, he definitely aged up.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how true this is. You know how? Let me see. Open image.
I hope it's AI, because if it's not, that'd be crazy.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things looking at like One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Like One Piece. One Piece is, I mean, the top image looks a little bit like manipulated. And then the bottom image, you know, he hit puberty.
Dude, friggin' dude.
I don't even.
Hold on, let me take a look at what he looks like now. Yeah, the kid is definitely older. I'm looking at his pictures now. He definitely looks.
How old is this kid? His name is Gordon Cormier. He's 16. Oh, dude, well, I mean, yeah, he's 16. He's gonna hit. You know, he's gonna fucking hit. All that crap, man.
I mean, yeah, well, like, how are they gonna explain that?
I don't know. I don't think they're going to. It didn't they? When it comes to this, aren't they only doing season 3 and then they're ending it? Like they've already shot it, right? They shot 2 and 3 back to back.
I mean, yeah, but I'm looking at images from like official websites, not like bullshit Twitter accounts. And yeah, it looks like he is older, and yeah, he's older. But they're bringing Toph into it, so maybe that'll make everybody forget that this kid was like 12 when he started. Now he's like a whole ass man.
That's the biggest problem with these YA shits that they fucking make, right? Where it's you know, they make all these movies and TV shows that are like that, and then these kids just age. Look at Stranger Things. It took 10 years, you know, and it only really passed like 4 years in the show.
Yeah, but the kids still look like in a decent age group ish.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I mean, it still looked young enough to pass, you know. But I'm looking forward to Enola Holmes, the new Enola Holmes.
Oh yeah. I'll definitely be. I really enjoyed the first 2.
No, they were fantastic. So I'm looking forward to the third one.
What's funny about the second movie is that it is based around a real event. That whole thing with the matchsticks, right? Like that whole like feminist thing that was going on.
Yeah, it was in the books.
Yeah, well, no, is it books? It was a real event in real life.
Yes, but that was a story from the books as well. Like the books told that story. It was based on the real event. Yes, 100%. That was the point. Okay. Yeah, Enola Holmes is a book.
I didn't know that it was a book series.
Yeah, Enola Holmes is a book series. They're doing the whole book series. I think there's only 3. Yeah, it's a book series.
It looks like there's more than that. Let's see. The Enola Holmes mysteries. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of them.
Oh, there's 10? I thought there was 3. Oh, well,
no. They might have let's see. Oh, that's a lawsuit about it now.
Well, they changed they changed some things. Like the first Enola Holmes in the book, her and that kid that she was helping never
Oh,
got
what is
together.
it? Like the what's it like? It was like the Twickus or whatever the fuck. That was always the weirdest thing about like that movie for me. It was like the guy in the first movie. Like it was I really did not care for the fact that like, it was like the Twickus Burberry or whatever the fuck it was.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm looking it up right now just because it's like, oh, it was Tewksbury. That's what it was. Tewksbury was his name. And like it seemed so weird.
Well, in the
But
books, they never got together. Like, it was not like that. Like, I think there was like a age difference too in the books. So for some reason, they made that kid her love interest or something.
Well, I mean, part of that has a lot to do with when you have a movie like that and you have those two kinds of characters, like the will they, won't they is something that does need to happen, right? It's a plot device, but people expect it to be there. It's kind of like I was watching Send Help, and there is not really what you would call like a romance, but there's this idea that it could be there at any point in time, and it could just be like right on the edge of happening. Because you've got a guy and a girl trapped on an island together for like a long period of time. Eventually, something's gonna happen.
Well, Millie Bobby Brown has good films. If you haven't seen Damsel, you should watch Damsel.
Was that good? Because it looked good.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty
Okay.
good. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, Millie Bobby Brown actually is a pretty well-versed actress. I'll give her
Well,
that.
let's see here. I've seen everything she's been in with the exception of Damsel. I saw The Electric State. I think I was like the only asshole to like that movie.
I liked it.
That movie got torn to shit.
I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah, it was good. I was like, this is fun. Chris Pratt was great in it. I liked all Woody Harrelson as Mr. Peanut. Like, there's some really funny moments in that movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. But I mean, I don't know what people, like I said, people want to complain, but Damsel was pretty good. It was
Who directed that one? It was.
I love how everyone was getting mad. It's like, oh, look at them doing a fucking strong female character. I was like, watch the film. It is kind of that, sure, but it's actually good.
Now, is it? Well, it's funny. Here's the thing about that, right? The guy who worked with Zack Snyder on Batman v Superman, the cinematographer was a cinematographer for Damsel.
Nice.
And it was directed by the guy who did 28 Weeks Later.
That makes sense.
Which I thought was not. I haven't seen 28 Years or The Bone Temple yet. Let's see here, but he did Intruders in 2011, which I never saw that one. But there's I need to watch 28 Weeks Later again, but I do want to see Damsel. It looked interesting because of the concept of like, from my understanding, like they're gonna sacrifice her. That's the whole point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like Robin Wright Penn, right? She's sacrificing her. And then
for a reason, yeah.
Yeah. And then and I don't know the reason. And then she fights her way out. Like that seems kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty good. It was like, okay, this is a fire movie. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. I figured Damsel would be up your alley.
I mean, I know about it. It's sometimes you know how it is where it's like it's difficult to get to the movies that I want to get to. It is, and that's the whole thing about it being harder. I mean, I don't know how much you subscribe to the channel, but I've just been doing these like 15-20 minute long, just like stream of consciousness videos.
I've seen them.
Of course, the downside though to that is because I ended up getting into a massive controversy. All of those videos have been fucking straight up like review bombed. So.
Of course, because it's it. But all right, I'll let you go so you can close out your show. Thanks for having me. It was fun catching up.
Yeah. I always enjoy chit-chatting. We always have a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh, Mo here says, didn't Fire and Ash come out on VOD? It did. It came out yesterday or today. It's the 31st.
Oh, thank God. Me and my boyfriend. Well, no, me and my don't even say something dirty. I knew it was coming out your mouth.
I didn't say anything.
You were going to.
I wasn't gonna say shit. The fuck.
So my boyfriend likes to rewatch movies he's seen that he really liked. So we recently, I think the last thing we watched, well, we rewatched Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit,
Based.
and then we tried to watch Rings of Power, and then we just gave up. But before that, we I don't know, it's just slow pace for me. But
It's slow paced. It is slow paced. It is, but I enjoy the character work. But yes, it's not for everybody. I'll admit.
So before that, we watched both of the Avatar films. So when Fire and Ash came out, we were gonna go see in theaters, but the work schedules didn't really allow us to. So now that we know it's out, I'm gonna be like, guess what we're watching?
Yeah, see, it's kind of like I want to get my hands on what's it called? On the 4K. I'm gonna get when the 4K comes out in May, I'm gonna get it. And then that's when I'm gonna rewatch it, because I'm gonna sit down with my daughter, because she really, really liked Way of Water. And so, we're gonna watch the third one. I'm gonna watch it. I want to watch it, show her the movie on 4K. Because it was
Way
like
of Water was sad.
when Natayam died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, do you know anything about Avatar 3?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, here's a fun little factoid about this you may not know. Spherical Man, it's like his favorite movie. It's crazy how much Spherical Man loves Avatar. Can't stop talking about how much Spherical Man loves Avatar.
Why do you keep saying that like that?
Because he doesn't like Avatar, so he says. But Spherical Man fucking loves Avatar.
I know this third one is more focused on Spider, the relationship with Spider and the
Yeah. Well, but then the thing is, it's about Spider, because Spider is the bridge character, right? So the two bridge characters between like the humans and the Na'vi are going to be Kiri and Spider. And so you get a lot more with Spider, which I liked, and then you also get more with Kiri, which I liked. The movie itself is basically a continuation of The Way of Water. It was one movie, one story kind of chopped into two parts, with a beginning, middle, and end on both parts, but still thematically one like 6-hour story. And so this one, it just shifts perspective. So the 1 and 2, you're following Jake Sully. And this one, you're following Loak, the other son. He's more of the main character. Like he's more of the focal point that we're following, the perspective that we're following. Is him.
younger one.
Yeah. The middle child. Yeah. And so, and it's, you get a lot more with him and, everything else. And I really enjoyed, there's a fucking banger scene with fucking Natiri. She goes hog wild again. Whenever Natiri gets to go hog wild, that movie fucking soars. And it's good. And then, oh man, Jesus Christ, fucking the Ash people. Holy shit. Yeah. I think you're going to have fun. Let me know, DM me and let me know what you think of it. Cause it's like,
I will.
Because the lady who plays Una, her name is Una Chaplin, the lady who plays the Fire Ash Queen, whatever. She's actually Charlie Chaplin's like great granddaughter or something.
No shit.
Yeah. Well, she was also did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Of course.
Remember the Red Wedding?
Mm-hmm.
She was Rob's wife.
Caitlin Stark. How do you not know her name?
No. Oh, not sorry. No. Young Robert.
Oh, young Robert. Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. The one he was getting married to in that movie that was pregnant with his child.
Oh, okay.
The one that gets fucking gutted. Yeah. No, what was his name? Because it is Rob Stark, because Ned Stark was the dad.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
But yeah, she plays the villain of this too. She's fucking Quaritch in her, man. Quaritch, I'll tell you this, Quaritch is a fucking fan favorite. I love Quaritch anyway. Like he's so funny in this one, because he's just like I don't want to tell you, I haven't seen it yet. I don't want to tell you. It fucking yeah, Mo here says I can't believe how much I love The Way of Water. Yeah, fucking Fire and Ash is just as good. H Barts thinks it's better, so
no, I can't wait to watch it. Hopefully I can watch it tomorrow. But I'm gonna go, because we've been saying we're gonna go for like an hour. So I'm gonna go so you can close out, because if I stay here, we're gonna talk for longer. But all right, thanks for having me, Matt. Good night, everybody, and y'all have a good one. I'll probably stop by sometime. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one, girl. Thank you. All right, Saggy Melons, ladies and gentlemen. Great person. I love Saggy. I've known her for years. I love Saggy. She's great. Okay, so yeah, we've been on for almost 3 hours. I think it's time for me to kind of go and get ready. I'm gonna go watch a movie. I think I'm gonna hold off on Scream. I'm just gonna watch some smaller movies. How anyone here seen a movie called Cop Shop? I saw a clip from that. It looked really good. It's on Netflix. How long is the movie? It is approximately let's see. Okay. It's Joe Carnahan directed that one, didn't he? Ooh, Carnahan did. And then there's also that new one that Nick and Mike and Nick and Molly and Mike and Molly and I don't even know. So all right, I'm going to go check out some stuff. I will check you guys later. Thanks again for hanging out and yeah, peace out.